Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. My name is Cody Lashley, back here with another show that is for Panther fans by Panther fans. Listen, it's another Friday night. We appreciate you spending your Friday nights with us, being a part of this Panther discussion. If you would like to be on the show and join in the conversation being had, you are free to do so. I have pinned the link to join via Streamyard at the top of the YouTube chat, also at the top of the Facebook chat. We appreciate you, man. This is your start to the weekend. This is our start to the weekend. There are very few games left with the Carolina Panthers. In fact, we will be playing our last game at home in Bank of America Stadium, man. How fast the season flies by. As you can see, we already got some Christmas spirit on the show. You know it's going to be a great one. Let me introduce my boys. First up, you know them, you love them. He might tell you to shut the hell up. It's Panther Pickle. Pickle, what's up?
What's up, folks? It's been a rough week this week. So I just say keep pounding. That's all. Sometimes you gotta. That's all you got left, and that's just. We just gotta keep pounding.
Sometimes you need a free for all to get you through the work week. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The free for all is just the type of energy that you need, man.
I ain't even done yet. I got one more day, then I'm off for most of next week.
Well, listen, man. Like I said, I'm already in the Christmas spirit because of my man D's skills with the Panther Christmas tree and everything. That's why we call him the brand ambassador, folks. He's already on top of it. D's. Happy Friday, brother. Welcome back to the Free For All. How are you, man?
Doing fantastic, Cody Lack. Glad to be on another free-for-all. Just wanted to come in and try to spread a little bit of Christmas cheer. For a lot of people, like Pickle said, it's been a tough 2024, and it certainly has been a rough year for the Carolina Panthers. People are going through personal problems. We see that reiterate within C3, within people that are a part of C3, people that are part of the C3 Legion are having personal problems, and we just want them to know that our prayers, gratitude, and best hopes and wishes going into next year go out for you. And I hope that all your Christmas wishes come true as well. We want this to be a sanctuary, a place where Panther fans can gather and come together and have some kind of joy. And like you said, maybe get out some frustrations if needed and tell people to shut the hell up and tell them you make me fucking sick and I hate your takes and you're a dummy and I don't like your face and all these other things that we say in the free-for-all, but it's all in love for our fellow Panthers fans. So Merry Christmas from Diesel Skills, the C3 Legion, and the longest running Panthers podcast, the C3 Panthers Podcast. Happy holidays, friends.
Let's go. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hey, man, dude, this is the place to be. If you want to let out your Panther opinion, that's what you need the free-for-all for, baby. Hey, man, we also got Nick from Tri-State back on the free-for-all. Nick, what's up, dude?
What's going on, gents? Great introduction there, sir. Lovely introduction.
Yeah, man, how you feeling?
Chilling, man. You know, about to get this poker popping in a little bit, but figured I wanted to come rock with y'all for a little bit before.
Yes, sir. I hear you, man. But listen, like I said earlier, if y'all would like to join the conversation, be a part of the show, I have the link to join pinned at the top of the chat room. And you can jump in on this convo. Gentlemen, let's do just that. Let's jump into it. Here we are, looking down our last home game at Bank of America Stadium. And today, Canales gave probably what was the most ringing endorsement of Bryce Young that he has made to date, saying that he will be our starting quarterback for the rest of the season. This has been, like I said, more of a vocal endorsement than he has given him in the past. My question is just very broadly in general to everyone on the panel. Has Bryce earned your trust for the rest of this year that you believe him to be the best chance for us to win at starter, being the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers? Has he done enough or do you need more? It's a free-for-all, boys.
For the rest of this year.
More.
For the rest of this year. It doesn't really matter. We got like 2, 3 games. That's it. and then we're off. And, I mean, what does it matter, really?
It
okay.
in a sense.
Why not?
Because
I mean, what you want to do?
You don't want to end the season on a losing streak like that. If you do lose out and Bryce looks bad, that's not a good look going into next season.
I understand that. I do. I think we will though. I don't have any.
I hear you. I think we will too. It all depends though. You know, there is context into losing in a sense that if Bryce does look horrible these last 3 games, now it's looking like a situation.
Well, let me ask you this, Pickle. Why do you have faith in him being the starter going forward? Or is it just as simple as he's better than Andy, he's younger than Andy, he's the guy you traded for?
Well, he's better than Andy. And right now he's better than Andy.
Yes.
And I don't think Andy's coming back next year. And I still believe, I know some folks in the chat may disagree, but I still believe that next season Bryce should get competition. Now, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about drafting a guy in the first or second round or even the third round. I'm not talking about going and getting a top-rated free agent. I'm just simple competition. That's all.
The free agent quarterback list is real thin.
Right. I believe exactly what Steve Smith always said. Including when he played here, every single person in training camp should get competition for their job.
Absolutely.
Somebody should be brought in to take a veteran starter's job.
No, I hear you. No one should feel safe in their job.
Nothing should be given.
Go ahead.
Everything.
Go ahead, Nick. Has Bryce done enough for you to earn, or has he earned your trust for you to want to see him finish out the rest of the season?
I mean, it makes sense for him to finish out the rest of the season. He should finish out the rest of the season. That's for sure. As far as going forward, like how he finishes is kind of like a big deal, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Granted, you know, winning does mess up our draft position, but like I said, you know, losing out isn't really a good look. You know what I mean? Especially if Bryce looks bad. Now we have 6 months to you know, just sob and be pissed off at everything and about football and all this, and the Panthers pissing us off because, you know, whether we like it or not, financially, and this Bryce is Tepper's guy, and nobody wants Bryce to succeed more than David Tepper. So Tepper's going to end up giving Bryce the benefit of the doubt, no matter what we say or think, no matter what any Panthers podcast, because you have to look at it from his perspective. That man's a billionaire. He don't want to be wrong, and most of his life, he ain't been wrong. So he ain't trying to be wrong. So if Bryce is his guy, Bryce is his guy. He's going to give Bryce another shot to end obviously this year, and he's going to be the so-called starter next year. Now, like Pickle said, bringing in competition is a real thing. You know, whether it's drafting someone, whether it's signing someone, I'm huge on bringing Justin Fields in because I flat out think Justin Fields would beat out Bryce Young, and become the starter of the Panthers, and we'd be better with him. But that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm all for the competition. If they're able to get it in there,
Justin Fields would win that competition.
If they're able to get competition for the right price without bankrupting the team, and while being able to meaningfully add talent on the defensive line, on the offensive line, then yeah, I'm all for it. But let me get you in on this, brother. Listen, obviously, Bryce Young has been a topic of conversation all year, and he's always going to be the topic of conversation. But my question is going forward, what are you looking to see from Bryce? And what do you make of him through this point in his career? Do you trust him enough for next year, or do you think the Panthers have found their franchise guy?
Well, we certainly haven't solidified him as our franchise guy. It's because this performance, when we were after 2 years, and you saw how excited I was with Carolina Reapers and all this mess I come into last Friday with, and then this showing that we went out and made against the Cowboys, it was the worst thing that could have happened to the Panthers. Like if we had went out there and the offense looked pretty good and the offense was solid against the Cowboys, we had some good rushing yards, maybe we had a touchdown passing, but that was all. and the defense really lost the game for us, I don't think people would have been that deflated that we lost to the Cowboys. I really don't. It was the manner in which we lost to the Cowboys. You look back to that post-game show that you and Tony and CK had, man, you guys were down about it. Yeah, the chat was down about it. Everybody was really deflated because worst case scenario was Bryce goes out there and commits 4 turnovers, and that's exactly what happened. Bryce was just barely starting to earn the trust of some of the fan base, some of the people that didn't believe in him and didn't think that he should have been the number 1 overall pick. And it certainly does look that way right now when you give it 4 turnovers. You don't look like a number 1 overall pick, right? All those people were starting to say, well, hey, Bryce has put together some good games. He's starting to look pretty good. Maybe he's going in the right direction. Maybe it'd be best for the Panthers if he was good for us, even if they didn't personally like him. You know what I mean? They were starting to cross the aisle, if you will. And this game that we had right here with Dallas just squashed every bit of that we had. If you were a Bryce Boo Bird guy and you didn't like Bryce, this just solidified every take that you had made prior about that, of why he's not the guy and why you don't want him to be the Carolina Panthers quarterback. Because we've had the argument over and over, game changer versus game manager. And one thing you can't do as a game manager is commit those turnovers. And of course, there wasn't game-changing players on top of the turnovers that swung the game in the Panthers' favor. So if you're not a game changer and you're not being a game manager, well, then you're not looking like the future of the franchise for the Carolina Panthers. It's looking like a hot mess. And I think Pickle is right. They're going to bring in some competition, but Bryce still has a chance. When you're that number 1 overall pick, just like Baker Mayfield, you get multiple chances. So he's going to get more opportunities, but it depends on what he does with them. Some people want to get him on out of here and hope he does bad, and we'll just end it and be over with it. Some of us, are in the middle, and it'd be the best thing for the Panthers with what we got invested in him for him to do well. You said that many times, and you take punches from both sides of this conversation, Cody.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any more qualified to talk about it than you, because if you compliment Bryce, then you get attacked. And if you call out Bryce for doing bad when he actually does, you get attacked for that as well. So it is wild. And I can just say it like it is. Bryce played a bad game. It was the worst case scenario for him and the Panthers going forward. Bryce needs to turn it around. He needs to be a game manager. Don't turn over the football and continuously get over 200 yards. It doesn't have to be 275. It doesn't have to be 299. It doesn't even have to be 250. Just get over 200, 215, 225, and not have any turnovers. Then he'll be respectable enough with a good running game to remain our quarterback. It's that simple, okay?
It really is. And look, depending on where I go, the critiques I get are different. So on Panthers Twitter, I'm the Bryce hater. I'm the one who can't ever say anything good about Bryce. And, I've been waiting for him to fail, waiting just to kneecap him. Then I go other places, and they think I'm Bryce's number 1 fan, that I've always been on Bryce's train. So it's like, really, no matter what, you're going to catch critiques if you haven't been staunchly on one side or the other of this Bryce Young debate. Listen, before I bring in 3 more people, let me let you hear straight from the horse's mouth what Dave Canales had to say about Bryce Young after his 4 turnover performance.
This was a career high. I think for Bryce, watching him in game was what was so impressive. To see him just continue to stay in there, to have his footwork exactly where he needed to be, to throw to number 1 in progression and really still see the field. I could not go past Monday without letting him know that. I've been around football for 15 years, and to see where games like that can really pile up on a guy, and to watch him handle it, and to be composed and to talk with his teammates and keep working through the issues, I thought was so impressive. And I wanted to make sure he knew that. That was great, and that's exactly what it looks like to play quarterback. You just keep going, you just take the next step in the next drive. This was a career.
All right, see, he's doing his coaching thing, man, showing faith in Bryce Young that he's going to be able to right the ship and turn things around. And he did say some good things about him. But let me add in 4 more people to the convo. First up, we got our man Jake the Snake back on the free for all. Jake, what's up, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Chilling. How you guys doing? D's, I love that tree, bro. You got a badass tree, man.
Yeah, hey, man, D's got everybody in the Christmas spirit, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That's a keep pounding Christmas tree right there, boy. You already know. So Jake, what kind of faith do you have in Bryce Young at the moment? After a 4 turnover game, Dave Canales says that he's staying with Bryce. How do you feel about it and this situation at this point?
I mean, we can all say. I mean, I think he had a setback. Let's be honest. I mean, I think he had a setback, but I mean, it's week to week. I mean, can he play better this week? I hopefully, because I'm gonna be at the game. But yeah,
Shit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the rest of the year, he should be the starter because, I mean, what the hell are we going to see Andy Dalton do? Andy Dalton's, what, 36 years old, 35, however old he is. I mean, there's just no point of seeing Andy Dalton. Roll with Bryce Young, see what you got, let him develop more, and let's just see if he could be a capable game manager. That's all.
Oh, what do you mean, man? You got Jack Plummer you could play. What about Jack Plummer?
Man, now I'm going to put Jack Plummer out there.
The future GOAT, Jack Plummer.
Oh, man.
Greatest of all time. Let me welcome in some more people into the show. We got Twan Don from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Twan, how you feeling, bro? Happy holiday.
What's going on? I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling?
Doing good, brother. How you feel about Bryce Young going forward? Has he done enough to win over some of your trust, at least going into next year? Or do you
you
think
already know? You already know my answer, bro. Fuck no. Fuck
I really
no,
don't.
Fuck no. But I love what Deez said. Deez hit it on the head, bro. I really can't add more to what that man just said. Deez, that was great. I really can't add more to that. I specifically came to the show tonight because I'm going to do something that's unpopular, and don't jump down my throat. Just let him take it, and he'll say back what he said to me. But I really called over here tonight, man, to getting Cody's ass, bro.
Oh shit! Pause.
I really did. Pause on that.
Yeah, listen. Black Rob. Enter Black Rob.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. No, hey,
that's Wolf.
My thing with Cody is this, bro. You're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna do what you want to do, but I think you should take a stance sometimes and just stay with it. I think you do play both sides of the fence too much, and that gets people in trouble. Cody, if you don't, listen. If you don't fuck with Bryce, then you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. Stop explaining. When I see you on Twitter, stop explaining yourself to people and just say what you fucking say, bro.
Who have I explained myself to? The fact of the matter is I really don't explain myself to anyone.
No. All these motherfuckers that won't come. Okay, all these motherfuckers that won't come on the show and say nothing or do a space. Look, spaces and say whatever. People that just like to run their fucking mouth. I just be like, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, bro. And Cody's my guy. I be like, Cody, man, don't get these motherfuckers riled up, man. Bryce is terrible.
There's always gonna be people like that who's gonna be in the comments talking shit and never come up and saying it.
They'll never come say it for themselves. But Deez just said it.
There's always gonna be people like that.
Let me say this, right? So in the past 3 weeks or whatever, when Bryce has played well, and Deez was talking about this, that I get the hate from both sides, right? So I've been saying that Bryce played well.
I get it from one side.
Well, listen, I've been saying that Bryce played well enough for me to say, well, damn, this is the player that we drafted the dude to be. This is the guy that we wanted to see. And if he continues to play like this, then yeah, I'm more than willing to pull for this man if he's going to ball out. I'm not going to put my own opinions over my fandom for the team. That being said, a lot of people have also wanted me to do this thing where, since I was one of the most vocal in my criticisms of Bryce, that even when he played well, I needed to be like, nah, you'll see. He'll shit the bed eventually. He'll do something terrible, and then he'll prove everybody wrong, and then I'll to show y'all how I was right the whole time and how terrible he was. I have always said, and you can ask anyone on this show, I will give Bryce Young a chance to win my fandom. And in my opinion, year 3 is his last real opportunity.
And it still might not be
my fandom outright. I'm not sitting here saying that I believe in Bryce Young as the future of the Carolina Panthers, because I really don't think that I do believe that yet. However, if I am wrong, that's my preferred outcome. I want to be wrong. And if Bryce can continue to elevate his level of play then I think the Panthers can be good with Bryce Young on this team. So I'm going to keep it real no matter what. I'm never going to tell fans what they think I want to hear. I'm going to keep it real with you no matter what. And Bryce played terrible last Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, it was not all on him, but he played like dog shit, man.
It was mostly on fucking him.
Hold on, Cody. Cody, real quick.
Let me ask you something. Nick, let me finish my little quick statement. Listen, my thing is with Cody, I respect Cody so much. I'm just like, man, I just want you to stand on that square a little more, you know what I'm saying, in terms but like I was saying, Cody gonna do Cody at the end of the day. My thing is, like Deez just said, man, like, look, just when I said it too, Cody, I said the same thing you said. I said, damn, like the dude looking good, he looking decent. I said, but we ain't winning. And then you know the Bryce sexuals hate me.
Oh yeah.
You won't give him a motherfucking break and blah blah blah. Right? I said because we're not winning. And then like Deez just said, as soon as you get somebody's hope up a little bit, then you go out there and get 4 fucking turnovers, and then I have to listen to these motherfuckers that love him all over again. Like, oh man, he deserves. Man, how many chances and how much are we gonna coddle this one guy?
The problem is everybody's looking for their opportunity to say, "I told you so." And
it ain't about that. It's just you already.
I'm not even saying just you. Like, I have never said that Bryce is a bust I may have when he was playing bad. I'm not gonna lie, but I have never, in my evaluation of Bryce, I have never said that he couldn't be a good football player. What I have always doubted is his ability to be in the XFL. In a tier where you see Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and even like a Jared Goff playing right now. That's the level I don't know if Bryce is ever going to be able to get to. And I think that's a real legit criticism. My final question to you, Torn, and then I'm going to introduce, we got 2 more people I got to introduce. But
no, go ahead and introduce them, man. This is a long show.
But this is my question, though. What would you have preferred me stand on business about? What should I be saying that I am not saying or that I need to say?
The only thing I do, I just see some people in your comments that they don't think you do that. But when I look at it, I'm like, Cody, like, you believe what you want to believe. You critique how you want to critique. And then, when the bullshitters come and try to fuck with you and go, I even seen where me and you said Bryce is playing well, where people are like, oh no, don't give him credit now.
Yeah, they say stay on that side. They tell you to stay on that side.
Yeah, that's so when I'm saying that, so fuck it, I'm gonna stay on my side then. No, so I'm gonna stay on my side then.
I understand, but see, that's what I'm saying though. I'm not gonna let
I get a motherfucker some credit and you're crying.
I'm not gonna let haters and trolls move my opinion to a spot where it isn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm
different.
I'm gonna keep it real to all the Bryce haters that wants Bryce to be bad. I'm gonna give Bryce praise when he deserves it. To all the Bryce truthers who thinks they can do no wrong, who have made Bryce the de facto mascot of the Carolina Panthers, I'm gonna keep it real when he looks like trash. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. Let me welcome in some more. Let me welcome in some more people. All right, go ahead, Pickle. I got to introduce some more people.
Sorry, folks. Listen, I pay for my Twitter account. I'm going to say what I want, when I want, and how I want to say it. If I want to change my mind every fucking post, it's my Twitter account. By God, I'm going to do it. And if nobody else don't like it, you can kiss my
hair. Stay on my fucking Twitter if you don't like what I
man,
said.
let me welcome in my man, holding it down from the left coast, the west coast, Alex, A14 Panthers. Alex, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Happy Friday.
Yes, sir. Happy Friday, brother. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing all right. Just chilling on this Friday.
Yes, sir, man. What do you feel about Bryce Young? The statements that Dave Canales said about him, how he's evolving and advancing. And what do you think about Bryce Young? Has he earned your trust and faith going forward the rest of the season, Alex?
Yeah, since we're talking about Twitter, I've been an avid patient, someone that's been very, very patient when it comes to Bryce Young. So
You have.
We finally have a head coach that I think has started to build a culture here. We got to be patient. As you could see, some of these veteran quarterbacks that we've had before are killing it. Sam Darnold's 11-2 in Minnesota. Baker's Mayfield's doing well. So what's the issue? It has to be something in the organization. It's not just Bryce Young or it's not just Sam Darnold. It's not. No, we don't have enough talent around Bryce. We don't have enough talent on this team. You could see, I mean, Bryce has to have a perfect game, and we still are losing games. The defense, we got holes all over on that side of the football. So it's like the defense,
That's a disaster.
Before you draft a quarterback.
Horrible. I mean, we
Build
are
your
literally
team before you draft a quarterback.
Yeah,
exactly,
Right.
Pickle. If anything, you want to bridge you want to have Bryce. Okay, 2027 is the year to draft a quarterback. That's where Arch, Dylan Raiola, and Eli Holston.
Well, hold on. Let me let Alex
That's the year.
Let me let
Build
Alex
the team
finish
so
his
that.
comment. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me let Alex finish the comment. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, no. I mean, just there's a lot of things on this team that we
Chill
have
your
to,
ass out, Nick.
there's a lot of teams on the like a lot of things we have to fix on this roster before we could really make an evaluation. But like Bryce might not even have enough time to even, where we can make an evaluation. But kind of like what Cody said, this third and fourth year, to me, not this next year, but the year after is when I really, really would like to see how this team develops, because I don't think we're going to be next year. Might be we might win maybe 6 games, 7 games next year. Maybe if we draft well, we get some free agents in here and everything else, stays the course. But I think we're about 2 years away if we keep staying the course. We just got to be patient. Got to be patient.
Yeah, man, I would love to know for 3, if we're another year away. I'm hoping that it's year 3 that we see the necessary jump that we want to see from Bryce. Hey, man, shout out to Red Swarm, my dog. Probably my favorite Falcons fan. My best friend, Clayton, he's also a Falcons fan. But Red Swarm, he's probably a close second, He says, just showing love and respect to my dog, Cody, and the C3 Panthers family. Red Swarm, we appreciate you, brother. Hop in if you would like to, man. Let me welcome in some more people. Next up, we got my man, Mike, a.k.a. Dynasty King, back on the free-for-all. Mike, what up, dude? What kind of trust do you have in Bryce Young at this point in time, my brother?
As much as trust as I ain't got no choice to have. Ain't no fucking options. Like, it's not like, there's a solid backup behind them that they look. And I'm gonna say this first because I haven't heard nobody say this. The real question and the pondering of schemes of what the Carolina Panthers will do at quarterback will be upon what happens when Michael Penix touched the field. But this is why. Because if Michael Penix go out there and light it up like people feel he's possibly capable of doing, they're going to look at Bryce and possibly say he's not enough. See, right now, it's not a huge threat in the NFC South when it comes to major competition besides Baker Mayfield. You can scheme and take home Baker Mayfield head-to-head, but Cam Newton said something that's very, very true. There's no elite quarterbacks in the NFC. Let Michael Penix end up being that elite quarterback that shows that he is a serious threat. You will see the Panthers go back to the chalkboard. And somebody up here said they were real big at Justin Fields being competition as a backup. Right now, his market value is less than $10 million a year. I think that would be a genius idea to really push Bryce either above where he's got to be once you give him the things he needs, or you will see he come laps. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I've seen what Dave Canales can do with Geno Smith. I've seen what Dave Canales could do with Baker Mayfield.
Justin Fields got all the talent in the world, bro. All the talent in the world.
With Justin Fields, knowing that his draft stock was just as high as theirs, if not higher.
Okay,
Hold
yeah,
your breath, boys.
I would
Take a
love.
deep breath
And
hold
our
that
run
breath.
game,
would-
would be elite.
I'm just
Elite
saying, I
with
would
him.
love to get some competition in for Bryce. And
I
it's
just want Bryce to compete.
It's that's what I'm saying. It's not a lack of belief. It's just I really want to see. I felt like he was pushed when he was benched, and I feel like continuing to push him is going to be the best thing for him. But no, listen, Mike just described our worst nightmare, boys. I'm really being serious. If Michael Penix goes out
he just
there,
describes Bryce.
Yeah, but three
I'm
games ain't enough of a sample size.
Let me
3 games ain't
finish.
enough.
Let me
That's not enough
finish.
tape out.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it will. I'm praying
but
that it won't.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm praying that it won't. What I'm saying is, if Michael Penix does go out there and light the world on fire in our division, he is right. There is not a lot of talent in the NFC at the quarterback position. That's why we were so hopeful that if Bryce was good, we would be in such a great position being in the NFC where there isn't a ton of high-level quarterback play like there is in the AFC right now. So, dude, that's what he just described. That is doomsday scenario for the Panthers, especially if Bryce didn't work out. Let me read the money and then I'll go to you, Nick. I want to bring someone in actually. But I'll let you make a comment first. But let me read these. Flame for Jesus with the $5 C3 bomb says Bryce will never be as good as everything that we gave up for him. Yeah, he's always going to have to shake that stigma of what we gave up for him, and he's going to have to outplay that. And Nirvash with the $10 says reality is Bryce has been mostly bad, but at least he has shown glimmers of confidence this year. It's up to him if he can be consistently good. If not, he'll be replaced during or after next year. And to me, that's just the truth. This staff that we have right now, they didn't pick Bryce Young. But now, okay, our front office, dude. I do believe Dan Morgan.
That's David Tepper's guy, bro. It goes back to what I said before, bro. He's going to get the benefit of the doubt and all the chances in the world because that's his guy. That's the owner, the multi-billion dollar man's guy. He wants him to succeed more than anyone.
Tepper don't run the team.
He don't run the team, but Bryce is sure his guy because Frank Reich
I think Tepper might be out on Bryce at this point.
Balls on the table.
Well, how about this,
we're
boys?
taking Bryce.
Boys, hold on, boys. Can both of those things be true? I do think that Tepper has taken a step back, and he is letting Morgan
over this shit.
Yeah, listen, I understand if you want to be a little bit skeptical because of previous, history. I understand that, but I think that how about this? I believe that Bryce Young was primarily picked by David Tepper. However, I do think that Dan Morgan is probably the loudest cheerleader that Bryce has in the organization itself, not counting the ownership. And I think Tepper is making a point to step back and let Morgan and Canales actually control the show. Let me welcome in my man, 910 Kyle. Welcome back to the Free For All, brother. What up, Kyle? How you living, bro?
Shit, man, I'm living great, Cody. Just another great Friday. Happy to hang out with you guys. Everybody in the chat, everybody watching. Thank you. We really appreciate it. This is y'all show, so we just doing what we do. When we talk about Bryce, though, damn, I don't know how to feel, man, because like
4 turnovers and stuff.
I didn't want him. I didn't want him to start with, and Pickle and I was loud as fuck. And then when they started talking about, we're gonna trade up for the number 1 pick. I said, no, the fuck you're not. Don't fucking do that shit. But I would say if they're gonna go back to the well of quarterbacks. I think these last 2 years have showed the front office and this coaching staff that the number 1 overall quarterback usually isn't the number 1 quarterback, because we've seen for 2 years now the second pick quarterback. You start getting into Penix and McCarthy. Like if these guys come out and play, competent football like Bo Nix is playing, like. How do you look at Bryce Young and be like, yeah, that was a good decision? Like you can't do that. So like I would think that would make them gun shy for drafting someone high again. personally, I think Bryce is a rhythm player, and if he doesn't have a complementary defense that's either taking the ball away or getting stops consistently, he's not gonna be anything special. So I would say in order to fix Bryce, we have to fix the defense, and in order to fix the defense, we need literally like 15% save rate and get rid of every single thing that has to do with the defense, from the coordinator to the special teams players.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we do. We'll go ahead, Pickle, and then I'm open up to everyone.
I was just gonna say real quick. Good luck,
Yeah, go
Pickle.
ahead, Nick.
Appreciate it. I absolutely do agree, though. If Penix does light it up, it definitely does raise some red flags. But I'm just not in the business of drafting a quarterback because you have to, because that set the Bills back because they thought they had to draft J.P. Lossman, and they thought they had to draft E.J. Manuel. And all it did was set their franchise back 3-4 more years. So I agree with what Pickle said before. We have a lot of holes. You fix the team first, and then in 2 years, so I'm saying 2027, that's the year to draft a quarterback. The team will be young. You're not going to, look into paying people because hopefully, and I emphasize the hopefully, that you draft well in these next 2 years. So when you do get that quarterback, the team's all set to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not, you feel me? I saw the Bills. The Bills waited for a quarterback since Jim Kelly, and they, eventually they hit with Josh Allen, but they waited how long? 25 years for a quarterback?
I'm glad you said that, because that's why that's such a bad argument. I hate to interrupt and be the bearers of bad news, guys. Yes, it is possible.
How long the Bears been looking for a quarterback?
It's possible to draft a good quarterback in second, third, fourth, whatever fucking round.
True.
It is. It's very, very possible to do it. But how likely is it?
Yeah.
Like, we do realize when we talk about the elite quarterbacks in the NFL, let's name them. Lamar Jackson, first round. C.J. Stroud, first round. Joe Burrow, first round. Justin Herbert, first round. Josh Allen, first round. Jared Goff, first round. Do we see a pattern here?
Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield.
You know what I mean? I know we hear you can draft a good quarterback in other rounds, but 90% of the good quarterbacks in the NFL, guys, got drafted in the first round. And
But they didn't get drafted the first overall.
What pick was Lamar Jackson drafted?
32nd.
They don't pick him first overall.
And what pick was
the first round?
What pick was Josh Allen drafted?
Fifth or sixth.
Okay, so you're telling me that to get a good quarterback, we don't have to trade a starting receiver and a bunch of other picks to move up to the first round and get a quarterback?
The only good valid second round quarterback.
I know it's not what you said, but it's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is important.
Let me rebuttal real quick. The reason why I'm stating this, and I'm trying to make it clear to guys, because it's a great plan that is rarely accomplished. And normally what happens, if you fix the team first before you get the quarterback, all of a sudden you're not drafting in the top 15, guys, or the top 10. Usually you're drafting in the back because you got a great defense. You got a great running back. Look how long it got. Russell Wilson was lucky when he got drafted. And Seattle was lucky when they drafted Russell Wilson. They didn't see this happening. Brock Purdy was luck. They didn't see that happening. But you know who did see it happen? Cincinnati, when they draft Joe Burrow. They said this nigga is him. Andy Reid, when you draft
they drafted
Joe was a no-brainer.
Wait. But Mike, let me ask you a question. Are you saying that this year, since we're gonna have a top 5 pick, we should use this opportunity to take a quarterback?
It depends what quarterback you feel is him. Because I feel there's one that you might be able to get in the late first round. Old boy from Alabama, that wouldn't be something if they did trade it up to try to get him in the first round. Or because I feel like we should trade back. I haven't told everybody everything. I don't feel like we should draft at 5. I think we should trade back. We got way too many holes in this fucking team. I really think you can get value.
You got 10 picks and you want to trade back. That makes
sense. What did you say about that quarterback? What did you say about Melrose?
Jalen Milroe.
But what I said was I feel like he is a first round talent quarterback that's probably gonna go later in the first round. Now the point being
Shut
is
the hell up. That dude ain't going in the first round. He ain't got enough talent to go in the first round.
You don't think
I
he'll be
doubt
another
seriously he goes in the second round. No, he ain't going no damn first round. No.
Will Levis didn't have enough talent too, and where was he drafted?
And
he was drafted in the second round.
He might
because his ass dropped all the way to the second.
It depends on where they go. Like, there's a few of those
Yeah, they go to bad teams, bro.
And the Penn State quarterback too. There's a few of these guys that might be bubble first rounders though. My question to Mike though, like unless like listen, I told Poppin earlier I was a big Cam Ward fan. I still am a Cam Ward fan. But if Bryce plays well the rest of this year and he ends up getting a couple more W's, I don't see how you could justify spending a first round pick on a quarterback right now when there's so many other holes that you do need to fix. And that's what you just admitted too. If you want to trade back, that there's a bunch of other holes that need fixing. I just don't know if quarterback is the right time for us to do that though.
Did we not see like for a month straight? I mean, Bryce looked great. I just think that we need to build around him. Will we not?
It would be, excuse me, Alex, it would be dumb. And I say this literally. No, I'm not going to be nice. It would be incompetently ignorant for the Panthers to draft a quarterback this year.
Yeah,
what the fuck are we fucking thinking? Let me tell you people something. Last year, I heard immensely by people in this draft, by C3 core members, and by people on this very board that Adonai Mitchell was going to be a first-round pick, probably a top 10 first-round pick. His ass went in the 52 in the second round. Zach Frazier was going to be the first center drafted. He wasn't. Kool-Aid McKinstry was going to get drafted in the top 15. Glad McConkey was going to be drafted in the top 15. Keelan Coleman was going to be drafted in the top 15. You people overhype these folks.
And by the way, let me also.
By the time the draft gets here, ain't none of them worth a shit.
Let me also say, just because I messed up, the quarterback for Penn State, he's going back to college, so he's not going to be available. He's not going to be available.
Yeah, he's going back to college.
Yeah. Let me welcome in my favorite Falcons fan, Red Swarm in the building. Swarm, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, Cody and everybody, man? Good Friday evening. And I have no stones to throw, so I'm showing both my hands. I'm not coming here throwing no stones. As you know, we have bundled the Kirk Cousins debacle.
Shame in the glass house.
That's what I'm saying. We're on the walk of shame. We're on the walk of shame currently. So
Well, it depends on how.
I told you so, but
it depends on how it works out.
Jake. Yeah.
It depends on how it works out. Because listen, I've always said that Cousins was synonymous with choking. So I think I proved that point. I think but I have always told you that I like Michael Penix.
You have.
He has a big opportunity right now. What's y'all's record? How many games are y'all behind Tampa, Swarm?
One.
One game. And we're 500 right now, 7-7.
So y'all trying to sneak in. If Penix can get y'all into the playoffs, bro, that would be a wild story, man.
Hey, Red, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes, sir, Pickle.
What do y'all have any other problems besides quarterback?
Immediately, or you're saying just that?
Any problems that's caused y'all to lose?
Glaring.
To get where you're at. I'm not trying to be mean to you.
No,
okay.
No, the team was doing good. We were sitting at 6-3 when Kirk was rolling.
Okay.
We were having issues getting to the quarterback. That's a fact. And the defense wasn't what we had hoped or needed it to be. So, Pickle, let me say this. Even when Kirk was balling and dealing and we had the lead in the division, to me, it was looking like getting to the playoffs and you're out in the first round. Because it was going to be Minnesota or the Packers or, Washington that we would have faced. And honestly, that team wasn't ready to beat either one of those teams.
Right. So, and you know, I like Penix. You know, I was one of the first to tell y'all, Malcolm fans, that was a good draft pick.
Good move. You were
with Kirk's contract.
Yep.
And some of these folks have already got y'all winning the playoffs, and Penix ain't even played yet.
Yeah.
You know, and
people like the story. They like the story of
a rookie quarterback riding on a white horse to save the day.
But hey, I understand it though, man. And he's the lefty too. Vic was a lefty. I get why Falcons fans are pumped.
Don't compare him to Michael Vick. Come on, don't be.
No, I don't. I'm just saying for him being a lefty.
Yeah.
But you know, Pickle, what Cody
he likes dogs, don't he?
I read reports that they I mean, Cody, you know Cody got family in Atlanta. He plugged in. I ain't saying Cody has an ear for Atlanta, but Cody knows what he's talking about because even without the speed, there have been comparisons to the lefty. And being a black quarterback, it is what it is. They've been drawing those comparisons, man. So, but I'm going to tell you something. They crazy if they think that Mike Vick finna take that field on Sunday. Because it ain't the same thing.
Right.
It ain't the same
no,
thing.
but they have an entirely different play style too. I think that Penix though is probably he's better at reading defenses coming out of college.
He is.
I think a little more than Mike was. And again, it benefits y'all him being a little older too. You know, people were shitting on him being
people made fun. People made fun of the age of those guys coming out. Let me tell you one thing I understood fully. Those, and this is what I call them, and not just quarterback, but a lot of positions. That was the COVID era draft right there.
Right.
That was those year, and then a second year in many cases of eligibility because NIL came in. So you got older players, but all I'm gonna say is this: look at the majority of the rookie quarterbacks this year who are older, who played a ton of football.
Bo Nix.
Yes. Jaden Daniels.
You know
now,
what?
What's his name in North Carolina?
Drake May. Absolutely.
We're going to see older players. A lot of these kids, they used to have to come into the NFL early to get the money. They don't have to do that anymore. Folks,
Drew Allard. You just talked about Drew Allard. He's going back. Yeah.
You people, you're gonna have to get over this age discrimination you're doing. This shit ain't gonna work no more.
He's got to stand in college 5 or 6 years.
I never understood the age discrimination in the first place because the first rule about football, you get better at football by playing more football.
Snaps.
More
You're
snaps,
right, Mike.
more practice, especially since some of these colleges are starting to adapt pro systems more and more, and that is exactly what you need is someone like Bo Nix that's been
a few years ago. I understood that age discrimination very well because a guy I like was a little older, and people in the chat raked me over the coals over it. Yeah, Pickle don't forget. He might be nice about it, but he don't forget.
Well, that comes with age, Pickle. We like dinosaurs. We don't forget shit.
Let me ask you this one. So, like right now, we're talking about Bryce. He had a 4 turnover game. I know you've been a part of all the conversations about Bryce here and over there at Black Cat. My question to you is, Canales has come out and said he's the starter going forward no matter what. How do you feel about Bryce Young as this starting quarterback for the Panthers? Do you think year 3 is the charm? And do you think there's anything that Bryce can do to lose the job from now until the end of the season?
So Cody, what I saw was, in watching him, and I said this on y'all's podcast earlier as well.
Yeah,
Bryce looks different, no doubt about it. Something clicked with him. He sort of looked like he was ready for the NFL over a span of games that y'all have had. But I've heard this said. I think Goat said it, and I believe it. That is the best that y'all are gonna see in the NFL of Bryce Young. I think in order for y'all to reach y'all's plateau to get up there with a 10 pick draft coming up next year, I think, just my opinion, I think that Canales will, in maybe the middle rounds, he'll take a stab on a quarterback as opposed to just having Andy Dalton ready or another veteran. I think he'll take a stab at a quarterback. And I think if a guy like a Carson Beck, I'm showing my bias because I'm a UGA fan, who's injured now, or someone of his caliber falls to the third round and Canales takes a stab on that guy, he'll replace Bryce next year.
Man, miss me with that Carson Beck shit, though.
Okay, so forget Carson Beck, Cody. Forget Carson. Forget Carson Beck.
Carson Beck, bro.
Forget Carson Beck. What I'm saying is a Geno-style quarterback that Canales had a lot to do with, a taller, more cannon arm quarterback who can move in the pocket. He don't have to be Baker Mayfield, but can move in the. I just personally looking at y'all's team, guy. Y'all got a good
there's a quarterback
nucleus. Go ahead, Pickle. My bad.
No, you're good, my friend. There's a quarterback playing tonight. I think he's playing tonight. I think that may or may not be up that because he's 6'4", he's 231. I'm not saying I like him. I'm saying he fits that person late, and I mean a Saturday pick. I mean a 4 through 7 pick. I wouldn't do that myself, but I understand what Red's saying. I do understand.
But listen, how about that? Why even do that? If you're gonna grab someone in the 5th round, why not get somebody like a Justin Fields? You know, if you want competition for Bryce, if you want someone to be able to push him, someone with the arm talent, someone with the height, like Swarm was saying.
I got an answer for you.
But my thing is this: we have so many other needs on the team right now, on both offense and defense. Why would we waste any draft picks on the quarterback position?
Hey, Cody. Cody.
Yeah, let me introduce you. I was just getting ready to introduce you, man. Hey, man, let me welcome Goat from the Black Cat Panther Podcast.
Welcome, Goat.
Goat, what up, brother?
What's going on?
What up, Goat?
Y'all just sat right here and y'all congratulated Red about making their quarterback room better and the move that they made. And then y'all gonna sit there and say we can't make our room better? You always reach to make your room, make any room better. Running back room, tight end room, quarterback room. Y'all act like you cannot get another quarterback right. Like it's sacrilegious or something to go get another quarterback right.
He got a hell of a point.
That's the damn problem. You don't. Y'all and the organization that sat here for the last 2 years and they had no competition in camp for this little punk son of a bitch that we got back there at the quarterback position right now. That's sitting here and that's won 4 games in 2 years. 4 games in 2. That's piss poor. That's piss poor.
Y'all got 1,000-yard running back, man.
They're gonna come out the side of y'all mouth and tell he's played better against inferior competition. So we're gonna sit here and be mediocre and win little ragged ass games. Like Red said, hey, this is just me, and my opinion on winning. You know what I'm saying?
So go. Let me.
I had said earlier.
Hold on. Wait. Let me ask a question.
He took his best little shot. He took his best little shot against the Eagles. He took his best little shot against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the best.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Go. Are you saying draft? So like what Swarm was saying. Swarm was saying maybe in the 4th or 5th round or later on in the later rounds, maybe you draft a quarterback. Are you saying take one later or draft one while you're in the top 5, top 10?
No.
Okay.
This draft right here, there's one quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, in this whole draft. One quarterback. The rest of them, they don't want a Cam Ward. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Cam Ward's a nice way.
I'm not a fan of Cam Ward.
I want down the Cam Ward.
But not a top 10. You know what I'm saying? This is a big man.
Yeah. Trenches. Defensive line. Yeah.
This is a big man draft.
And we are historically bad on defense.
And then cornerback. You're going to get a value pick with a quarterback, top of the 3rd, because we're going to pick top of the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Where we at, we're going to pick top of the round. Top of the 3rd, you get value.
How many of you
Make
think
the room
that?
competitive.
My answer to Cody's question, because I had said earlier in the show that I thought that they had to bring competition for Bryce.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
Now, my answer to Cody on why would they draft one is because if they draft a quarterback, he can't say no. You really think you're gonna? I mean, if you want to go get Justin Fields, that sounds nice on paper, but you're going to overpay Justin Fields, and maybe that's what you have to do. But if you overpay Justin Fields, that means there's other positions of need on this team that you're going to have less money to fill just to be competition. If you draft a guy, no matter what round it is, he can't say no. Generally,
Justin Fields is going to be cheap. You don't have to.
But I don't see him as Canales type quarterback, though, Mike.
Yeah, but why would he come? Well, let me ask you something.
Let me say this.
If you're Justin Fields,
wait, hold on. Let Mike go. Let Mike respond.
Because of the fact of the matter, there's something called market value. It's not like Justin Fields is coming off an MVP season or even close to the season that Russell Wilson had in Denver. Justin Fields is on a bench, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be an EBT card. Because if he was worth something and a real team really need him, like Raiders and all these guys that really need a quarterback, they would have threw something for a pick to go get Justin Fields. Justin Fields' market value is $9.7 million. That is it.
No, you crazy, Mike. You crazy.
It's gonna be higher.
I'm not
Tell
crazy.
him again, Jake. Tell him again, Jake.
Listen, I'm not crazy because I'm telling you, I've looked it up. No. I looked it up. Like Sam Darnold's market value right now is like 33.7 because he's starting, he's performing, and he's lighting the board up.
Yeah, he's going to
but let me tell you though, there's a little something called bidding war.
Let me let Jake.
Facts, Claire.
Everybody time. Let me let Jake go. Go ahead, Jake.
There's a little something called bidding war. I don't give a fuck what his value is. When you have two teams that want one person, it's going to go up and up and up and up and up until it finally settles. I don't care what his market value is.
Okay, that sounds great, but what team wants him?
Because
if there's a team that really wants him, they were already traded for him.
Okay, but
they wouldn't have already traded for him. Right now, the Titans could use a quarterback like that. The Browns could use a quarterback.
Yeah, somebody would trade. Somebody would definitely trade for Bryce Young for sure.
Yeah,
nobody don't know how much.
No, I don't. If they do, they're not. They're not going to give you much anyway. But there's a lot of teams. The Giants could sign Justin Fields. There's a lot of teams out there who could use a quarterback. And listen, I know the generalized thing is the Giants are going to draft a quarterback with their first pick. As I've said on the Spaces countless times, and my man Dees can tell you that. Jake can tell you that. There is no guarantee that the New York Football Giants don't target a quarterback in free agency and draft Travis Hunter themselves.
Oh, that sounds great, but also, as you said, that there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks because you know what I mean. As you just listed, there's a lot of quarterbacks that's also becoming free agents. Russell Wilson is a free agent. Justin Fields is a free agent. Sam Darnold is a free agent.
They're gonna keep Russell, man. They're gonna keep Russ.
Pittsburgh, they're keeping Russell.
Point being is there's several teams that needs quarterbacks and several free agents that's coming available. Minnesota is not about to re-sign Sam Darnold. They got J.J. McCarthy. So that's right there, a person that's headed to the playoffs, 11-2. There's your bidding war quarterback, not the quarterback that's sitting on a bench that didn't succeed in one team, didn't succeed in this team, and doesn't have any success to make his dollars worth as much as y'all think. He won what? He's never been in the playoffs.
Cody,
he hasn't did
Cody,
Let me ask Mike. Mike, are you trying to spin the block with Sam Darnold one more time?
No. I'm trying to go get Justin Fields because this is what I know. The NFL pays you for two things. They pay you on your accomplishments and your potential. Well, when you're a quarterback, a defensive end, a left tackle, a wide receiver, you get paid on what you've done.
Hold on, Riz. Hey, Cody, can I say this real quick?
How much
done anything?
Let me Wait, let me go to Swarm. Someone's got a
Hey,
question.
Cody, y'all popping tonight, my boy. I see people in the chat trying to get in here. Red B. So listen, this is what I want to do. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for having your boy Red Swarm on. I want to, make some space for some of the other people to jump in, man. I'm just enjoying the show, man. Y'all got a good one going tonight, man. So y'all know I rock with y'all fellas over here, man. So
Swarm, we appreciate you as always,
yeah,
brother.
appreciate you, Swarm.
Yes, sir. All right, Mike, don't be a stranger, Mike. Don't be a stranger, 3 Loans.
No, baby, you know I got
You
you.
a good one, Swarm. You a good one.
Man.
Even though them damn Falcon fans ain't never good ones, you a good one.
Why, if Justin Fields is good enough to bring here and pay him the money that he's going to want to come here just to be competition, the thing must be asked, then why was he benched his last 2 places? One, we know because Chicago sucks. The other one, well, I mean, if the old man Russell made it work, why couldn't Justin Fields make it work? And what makes you think just because he comes here, he's going to be Superman better?
All right, let me answer that. Let me answer that real quick. I'll make it real fast. One, because of the fact of the matter that Justin Fields was not in training camp training with the ones. It was not his starting position. It was Russell Wilson's. Justin Fields didn't touch the ones until Russell Wilson got hurt and close to preseason. This was Russell Wilson's team from the get-go. That's who Mike Tomlin wanted, was Russell Wilson. Justin Fields right now has the highest potential of every quarterback that's coming in free agency. And that's why I'm big on him, because if I look at the draft, Cam Ward's gone, Shakur Sanders is gone. I don't trust any other quarterbacks more than I could trust Justin Fields possibly coming in, being already in the NFL with the coach I have. The ceiling is much higher than rolling the dice on the 5th round or 4th round quarterback, hoping he's going to save our ass.
Yeah.
No. Let me
give you my answer. My answer is just because I'm not expecting Fields to be a hero. Like, my thing is, either he's going to push Bryce Young enough to get the best out of Bryce, like you were saying, give him that competition that he needs to, keep the seat hot and let him go out and play his best. Or if he does fail at that position, you at least have a guy that, one, has the physical traits. He has the arm talent. He can make every throw. It might not be as accurate and as consistent as you would want, but I also think that's where Dave Canales comes in his background of being able to take quarterbacks that weren't living up to their potential and being able to play, kind of mold around them and turn them into the best version of themselves. I think that if you're choosing between Bryce Young and Justin Fields, that they both offer a lot to an offense and that you can make something work. It's not necessarily that you think that Justin Fields is a hero that Bryce Young couldn't be. To me, it's that he is still a very high-end talent, and it does push Bryce to potentially be better. That's it. And Twan, you're back on the show too, man.
In my opinion, Cody, Justin Fields is not an upgrade over Bryce. He's bigger. Maybe he has a better arm. Maybe he's faster. But as far as accuracy, and reading a defense, Justin Fields is not an upgrade or even heavy competition, because if Canales values reading the defense and accuracy, Justin Fields, so far when you watch tape, Justin Fields fails that test. Just like he failed it with the Steelers. Because if he would have been more accurate, Russell Wilson would have never seen the field.
So, Pickle, let me ask you this. What would you rather do to bring in...
Hold up, y'all.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. I'm going to let everybody respond.
You done talked 16 times, Mike. Hey, Justin Fields played over 52%. It was in the contract. If he played over 52%, they would have had to send Chicago a 4th-round pick. That's why Justin Fields is not playing. It was like the Baker Mayfield deal over there for us. It was the same situation. What are y'all talking about?
Well, let me ask.
And then Russell came back. It's like what Mike said. That was Russell's team for $1 million, and then they got Justin on the cheap to finish out his contract.
Wait, but let me ask Pickle. Let me ask Pickle this: if you're gonna get competition for Bryce, where is it coming from? Either a free agent. So, by the way, I put up a poll in the chat for everybody who would like to participate. It's if we're getting competition from Bryce, where does it need to come from? Or Does Bryce need competition? Yes, sign a free agent. Yes, draft a quarterback. Or no, Bryce is the guy. Pickle, where we getting the competition from?
In my opinion, it should. And I don't really know who. Maybe it is Justin Fields. I don't know. If I'm picking the guy and where, I think it should be free agency because that's Dave Canales' thing. Dave Canales has never drafted a quarterback as an offensive coordinator or a head coach has ever drafted a quarterback. And we don't know that he's even been in the situation rooms to select a quarterback. So every time he talks about bringing in a quarterback this past year, he talked about free agency. Not one time did he say draft a quarterback. Not one time has he hyped up a quarterback in the draft. Not one single time. Now we as fans can have these discussions all day, but a lot of folks, in reality, every time you talk about a quarterback other than what's in this very room, since Dave Canales walked into the building, he's mentioned free agency. When they talked last year about a third string quarterback, he wanted a third string quarterback. He didn't get that, but he wanted a veteran third string quarterback on this roster for a reason.
I'm gonna push back a little bit on that because of. I mean, if you just told everybody that you believe in Bryce and you stand on Bryce and you're not here to fix Bryce, you're just here to help him become the best version of him, you can't come out publicly and say that I'm looking for a quarterback in the draft because you just said once you say something like that is I don't believe in my quarterback and there's no poison of having Bryce Young here.
That's not what the conversation, my friend. The conversation, a reporter asked Dave Canales, and I'm going to quote a little bit here. The reporter says you have a third string quarterback that hasn't been filled, or the position of a third string quarterback. This is before the draft. Would you rather take one in the draft at some point, or would you want a veteran third string quarterback? Most teams select a late or an undrafted or a late round quarterback to take in the draft. I think that was Sheena Quick asking that. He said, no, I want a veteran quarterback.
And I'm saying
she said, are you saying you want a veteran quarterback to be a third string quarterback? She said, yes, I would rather have a room full of veteran quarterbacks on this team.
Well, when you have a rookie quarterback that stunk up the joint as much as he did, it is very bad to draft a quarterback, period, because what you're saying is, I don't believe in the quarterback that I'm supposed to be here to fix.
Well, let me ask you
that's excuse.
Let me
sorry, but that's why I said.
Hold on. Let me pivot the conversation a little bit. So, one, I want to shout out to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. But let's use this to move on to this Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals, man. And this is going to be our last game in the bank. And right now, listen, I'm going to ask y'all higher or lower, and y'all tell me higher or lower. These are the stats for Bryce going up against the Cardinals this Sunday. They have him at 205.5 passing yards, higher or lower?
Lower.
Damn, everybody says lower. Kyle?
I would go higher just because he's averaging 202 yards a game, I think, right now.
All right.
Is Xavier Legette playing? Or is he still down?
No, but it won't matter. Canales hates to run in the football anyway, so he'll throw a lot anyway. Canales hates to run the football. He'll lie all he wants to.
And I looked for Chuba Hubbard's numbers, and they don't have any, which is surprising. But passing touchdowns higher or lower than 1.5?
Lower.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll take the lower on that. I don't know if he throws two.
I'd say lower too.
Man, higher or lower than 227.5 passing and rushing yards combined?
227, lower.
And passing attempts higher or lower than 31.5?
Higher.
How many is he averaging?
Lower.
You said 31.5 passing attempts?
Yeah, 31.5 passing attempts.
I don't know what his average is, though. I can't really answer
I'm
that.
gonna say higher because we're gonna play.
I would say higher.
Yeah, I would also probably say higher on that one. Does Arizona have? I mean, I don't really know a ton about Arizona. Their
run defense ain't that good.
That's what I thought. They're like
They're
all
gonna
over.
try to run the ball. If he's smart, he'll run the ball. It'll be lower.
Yeah, James Conner can be doing a lot of running.
Somewhere around 25, 20, something like that.
All right, so
this game will be the perfect game for Chuba Hubbard to get 20. They need Chuba Hubbard to touch the ball 25 times to win this game, and he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Shit, man, I'd be happy if you touched the ball 10 times.
If Arizona scores a touchdown first, you know we're going to go to panic ball, and it's going to be nothing but throw.
Yeah, he'll be in panic ball before the first series is over.
That just tells you we need to get defense, not a quarterback.
We're always in panic ball. Until we can stop the run, we're going to play panic ball because we can't. It's not like we can even get a lead to sustain it. Every team knows we can average at least 175 to 180 yards on the game when we play the Carolina Panthers. It's never a need to panic.
They're going to run that ball, and they're going to throw to their tight ends, and they're going to throw to Marvin Harris. And he's going to throw the ball, and he's going to run the ball. They're going to hit us with a balanced attack.
I'd run Chuba till he passes out, I'll be honest with you.
That's what I would.
Yeah, well, John Fox saying our head coach.
Underdog Fantasy, they'll have some numbers for Chuba Hubbard up before Sunday. But listen, man, Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off, which ones are ice cold. Make sure make your entries in just a few steps and turn your sports opinions into real money. They have vulture protection. If you select a designated running back to score a touchdown in your pick'em entry and they get vultured, they will rescue your entry. They have Red Zone Rush, a game you won't find anywhere else. Just pick whether or not a player will score a touchdown by swiping right for yes and left for no. Simple as that. Plus, your entry will be automatically boosted, and you'll get 51% profit boost when you play. Join over 5 million fans that are already playing on Underdog. You can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats like passing yards, interceptions, touchdowns, and more. This season, Underdog is going to be running a special promo or bonus almost every single day. Sign up using our promo code C3P to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's promo code C3P to get $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's Underdog Fantasy. Must be 18 years of age, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-8778 New York or text Hope New York to 467-369. Thank you to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring us all the way through the playoffs into February and into the Super Bowl. That's Underdog Fantasy, code C3P. We appreciate y'all, man. So knowing that Arizona has such a terrible run defense, is this an opportunity for the Panthers to get back on track, D's? And are you worried about the amount of injuries that we have on this offensive line right now? And while you give me your answer, I'll pull up the list of injured players.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly am worried about the injury list in general, especially on honestly the defensive side of the football. I mean, we've got guys that are barely in the NFL and on the practice squad for one of the worst teams in the league, that being the Carolina Panthers, starting at linebacker for us coming up this Sunday. That's not a good recipe for a team that believes they can run the football, a team that's vying for a wild card spot, a team that would have hopes of even winning their division and hosting a playoff game. It's a bad recipe altogether. We've got to remember that the Panthers are averaging, giving up 173 rushing yards per game. I'll say it again for those in the back that didn't hear me. 173 rushing yards per game on average. And we know exactly what the Cardinals are going to do when they come in here. They're going to be physical against this defensive line. The defensive line was disappointed with their play last week. I saw the interview with Ashawn Robinson. He wasn't happy how things went. And he didn't sound like he sounded really confident about how things were going to go this week either. So as far as the offensive line, they were extremely disappointed, giving up 6 sacks last week. A unit that had been high all year long in pass protection. Honestly, and that goes back to what y'all were bringing up. We're just passing too much, getting passed too happy. We need to stick with the run. We need to establish the run. Those things go hand in hand, and we got away from it too quickly. And I'm not a better play caller than Dave Canales. I just think he likes to throw the football. And honestly, it's probably the best thing for the team to throw the football, because you're giving Bryce reps, you're giving the young wide receivers, the young tight end, they're all getting more reps if you throw the football more. And these games don't really mean anything to the Panthers. We're not going anywhere this year. The only thing that changes is our draft stock. So no, I don't like the way this offensive line is set up for this week. But if Dave Canales will commit to running the football, you can get these guys hot. When we watched the film, me and Pickle did a film review for an hour before the show on Tuesday, the flagship show. We went from 8 to 9 o'clock, and we looked at some of these reps by Icky on offense. Icky needs to get engaged with the defenders by running the football. The more he does that, the better he gets. When we throw him out there and expect him to run all these pass reps without really getting in a rhythm in the running game, he gets exposed, and he doesn't look like a guy that can be a franchise left tackle. We need Icky to be active in the running game, pushing guys downfield, along with the 2 guards that we brought in and paid big money. Along with that, Cade Mays as well. If you look at Cade Mays' PFF scores through this season, he's a much better run blocker than he is a pass blocker. Let this offensive line in general, Pickle, go out and do what they were built to do, which is run this football downfield.
Absolutely. If you doing what Canales is doing, you're forcing your run blocking offensive linemen that were built to run the football into pass mode. You might as well, as I said, Dojo Person on Twitter today, you might as well just put Brady Christensen out there at left tackle. Icky brings you no use to be out there unless you're running the football. I'm sorry, that's just fact of it. And for that matter goes, he's not the only one of the offensive line that is useless in a pass-happy offense. It really ain't. We don't even have the type of wide receivers that you need in a pass-happy offense. But that's what Canales can come out there and say, oh, this and well, we get behind. Yeah. When you're down by 7 points at the start of the second quarter, you're not in the hole and need to start screaming pass the ball every down. That just means Dave Canales is young and inexperienced on how to call plays. As he is, because he was only an offensive coordinator for 1 year before he came here as a head coach. He was not an offensive coordinator for the Seahawks. He was a QB coach.
Yeah, he was.
And Icky Aquanu might be out with an illness too, boys.
The thing is, as they just said, it's very clear. The team was built to run the ball. The only good thing that we had at the beginning of the season that we all put the eggs in the basket on was on Chuba Hubbard. There's offensive line and Chuba Hubbard. That was our offense. And when Bryce Young started clicking, it seemed like he got trigger happy and decided to send Bryce Young out there. Tremendous amount of passes. The problem is, as we all know, we don't have receivers. I don't know if people realize this, but besides Adam Thielen, you got Xavier Legette with a hurt hand and he's out. You've got Croker that wasn't even drafted. He was signed as an undrafted free agent. We don't have depth in the receiver room to even try to be a pass-happy offense. And we are far from where we need to for the type of scheme that's been drawn up on Sundays. Perfectly, we should have ran the ball consistently against Dallas. We dropped the ball. As ranked as low as they is with the run game, we decided not to. And that's what scares me. Yes, Arizona State is bad against stopping the run, but some reason, even with teams that's bad against stopping the run, we get away from it. And that's actually the scariest thing about Canales so far. I'm hoping
I agree. I agree, Nick. I agree with
that. Let me let Twan back in here. Twan, this offensive line is battered and beaten, but they're not able to stop the run very well. What's the recipe for success? And do we even want to win? Or are we in the mode of every loss helps us now because of the 2025 draft?
I mean, I think you see I think we have to see what we have left. I'm not interested in winning, but I've been talking about this on my show for the last 2 shows, and I feel like people are kind of coming around to it a little bit. And let me preface this before I even said that. I think Dan Canales should have at least 3 years. I don't think we should be firing this man early or nothing. And I'm the type of person, I don't give people passes. I give you some leeway, but I don't give you a pass. You know what I'm saying? Not in the pro. You make too much money in pro sports to give people passes. When are we going to start getting on Canales' ass, man? Because Canales, dude, I think he means well a lot of times, but Canales be straight up lying to us on that damn podium, bro. We went through this with Matt Rule. I'm going to be a run-first guy. And no, he's not. He's always abandoning the damn run. You know what I'm saying? I think like when Bryce was having this little moments or whatever, just like Mike said, they got so happy with that shit that you keep forgetting that if you don't have a good run game, you can't set up the pass game. Because then we got Chuba Hubbard sitting back here 1,000. I mean, he probably gonna have a 1,200, 1,300 yard season. I don't know now because Canales don't like running them no more. But my thing is, even if you're a rookie, see, I think people are confused with who Canales is, and I'm glad Pickle just said it. That's why a lot of times, sometimes I sit back and I listen so you can piece it together. You'll hear the whole story if you listen to everybody on this panel tell you the story. Pickle said, listen, I think some people think Canales is something that he's not. He was a QB coach in Seattle. Then he was offensive coordinator with Tampa Bay. And then, whether y'all want to believe it or not, and some of the people on the panel know I'm telling the truth, Canales was the best we could get. And sometimes when we get players and coaches that come to our team, we want to crown them, and they not as good as we think they are. The black and blue jersey theory doesn't make you better because you're over here. Canales needs to start doing what he says he's going to do, and the only way he can become a better coach. And I did the shows back was about trust issues. Is he got to start trusting what works for him on offense? We already done the Evero thing. I just think Canales, just like when we had, you guys remember when Matt Rule was the head coach and we had Brady was flying under the radar for all the shit he wasn't getting done either. I think Canales is gliding under the radar and we ain't really getting on his ass. Because he's a likable guy when it comes to that podium, says all the right things or whatever. But one thing Canales never does is he never blames himself for nothing. It's always we. Even if it's the best thing to do sometimes to go, I got to be a better coach. He never says no shit like that.
Another thing, Twan, I feel like he gets a pass sometimes for being a rookie head coach.
Right.
His first year as a head coach. So I think that you have to walk a fine line between giving the necessary leeway that is deserving of a first year head coach, but also giving the meaningful criticisms. And bro, we do some boneheaded shit at the
so you understand what I'm saying? Like I'm giving them some leeway. I'm giving them some leeway. Mike. You're giving some leeway, but not a pass.
He's called himself out. He's called himself out before, though. He said he needs to get the play called off to Bryce a lot quicker. He's called himself out.
Yeah, he called himself out a little bit here and there, but I do agree with Twan a little bit. The one thing that aggravates me is I could look at some of the things Canales does, and I can say he's a rookie coach, and I can kind of try to.
And he acts like a rookie coach. Yeah, go ahead.
He does. But what gets me, and I'm going to go back to this. Well, and if you don't like it, well. Too damn bad.
And then I had a question.
What gets me is people will look at Bryce Young and say, well, he's more or less a rookie. No, the hell he ain't. Next year, at this time next year, will be his 3rd year in the league, and people still going to call that boy a rookie. And Evero is an incompetent defensive coordinator. I said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll say it next year. Evero is an incompetent
I don't fuck with Vero either.
defensive coordinator.
Okay. Now I got a problem because Pickle, you going back and forth.
Let me introduce somebody into the show real quick, and then I'm gonna open this up broadly, and everybody can respond. Locks, welcome back to the free for all, man. What's up, Locks?
What's good? You hear me? Y'all hear me?
Just loud and clear, brother. How are you, man?
I'm good, cold dog. So what's the discussion on, man? I got here when y'all was talking about what y'all just talking about. So what's the discussion? What's going on?
Right now we're talking, does Dave Canales get a pass because he's a rookie head coach on bad play calls, like completely moving away from the run and Chuba Hubbard, making us pass so many times and getting our offense beat up pretty much?
I mean, at first I never liked it to hire. I don't know why they hired him, but he has proven to me that he has been a decent rookie coach. You know, I mean, he could be better, he could be worse. You know, but I'm gonna give him like a B minus right now. You know what I mean? Because he's a rookie. He should run the ball a whole lot more. Man, shut the fuck up. He should run the ball more than he run the ball. But you know, I'm gonna give him a pass this year. You know what I mean? Because he's a rookie, his first job. You know. Hey, that's all I can say, man. Look,
no,
I give him a pass. That's all I got to say.
That's 100% fair. Go ahead, Jake. Were you gonna say something, Jake?
If people is going to give players a pass for being a rookie, you got to do the same damn thing to a rookie head coach. You just got to. I'm sorry, but you got to.
Yeah. I ain't giving them a pass. I don't give players passes either. I give them leeway.
Yes. We just can't have a revolving this. But I wanted to pivot the conversation to this. So Xavier Legette is probably not going to play, right? He's on the injured. He's going to be out with that hip injury. It's looking like. Compared to what your expectations were of Xavier Legette, are you disappointed with him thus far? Like, do you consider this season a loss? Are you doubting him moving forward based on what you have seen right now with him dropping passes, with him really not being that first round wide receiver talent that we essentially wanted him to be? Are you out on him? Does he need to turn it up? What do y'all feel like about Xavier Legette right now? Maybe he's eating too much raccoon. What say y'all?
My answer will be quick, so I can let other people go. I ain't pointing the finger at none of these fucking wide receivers. As long as Bryce Young's ass is back there in the backfield, then we can't get on none of them. He ain't giving them the best opportunity to be who they are. So fuck, I'm not pointing the finger at none of these wide receivers. It's the guy throwing them the ball. They was all catching the ball, scoring touchdowns when a certain quarterback was back there, but not with this little motherfucker. Yeah.
We're not gonna say that.
Tell Deontay Johnson that too. All the guys that he's had, none of them even make a roster. None of them. Terrace Marshall. Tell all those guys. I mean, because Bryce was there for those guys too. So we got to look at it both ways, Twan. Come on now.
If Xavier Legette was not a first round pick, he would have been benched.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, what's up?
Really honest.
Chuck on the free for all. What's up, Chuck?
Hey, how you doing?
What up, Chuck?
Hey, how you doing? It makes it work. First of all, I give Dave Canales a C. Nothing worse, nothing better. Like, I need to see more next year. I'm gonna give him grace, but I'm not gonna give him no B or A minus. No,
thank you.
I give him a C.
Okay.
Xavier Legette. The one thing that's more disappointing is Jalen Coker is showing more promise. He's showing more like Jalen Coker plays like he doesn't. He don't know when he's going to eat tomorrow. That's how he plays. You know what I'm saying? He plays where like I have to make sure I'm going to make the team the next day. Xavier Legette. I'm sorry, Jalen Coker got more dog than Xavier Legette. It's just you can see on the field. So that's where I feel like
I didn't want to agree with that, but y'all have convinced me of that, man. I think Coker got more in his soul that look, man. I didn't like Legette I didn't really like him in the beginning because y'all know I wanted Keon Cole. So I'm like, GOAT, man. I got to go with the whole team. But look, it took him 5 years to get out of college. They made excuses for him then or whatever. But then I didn't like the fact how he started off telling everybody that we was gonna pick his ass. He couldn't keep his fucking mouth closed. And then the injuries and shit. I didn't know about the injuries and shit that he used to sustain. And then if he got a hurt hand, that's why I come back to Canales. Don't put him out there on the fucking field.
But he also maintains that him dropping passes is his
not
fault.
because of injury.
We are over the excuses. We are over that shit.
Excuses is all we got.
We tired of it, Pickle.
I am too, man.
I'm sitting here amazed on how y'all know he wasn't a polished route runner. You see,
you're right. You're right.
So a college player who had 1 year of production. I'm just amazed how y'all was.
They was begging for this motherfucker to go. They was.
If I could say,
when fucking 15, y'all. I mean,
you're right. You need a polished route runner, and his route running to me, when I watch film, his route running for the last several weeks has not been the issue. Because he's getting open. He's running good routes. He's getting open. It's just when it's actual and the ball's getting where he can catch it most of the time. But he just doesn't catch it. He just doesn't catch it. And I don't pretend to be it. I don't pretend to live in his head and know what's going on. I'm assuming, and that may be a big word, I'm assuming it has to do with his hand, because as a fan, that's all I got.
Pickle.
He'll get up on there and say, no, that's got nothing to do with my hand. That's all me. I need to catch the ball. And I'm like, well, then catch the damn ball.
Yeah, but he's also dropping them when they're going right into his chest. Yeah,
you're right. Exactly. He's dropping balls that he should catch. Now, rookie, I know you don't want to hurt his.
Go back and look at the numbers of South Carolina last year. They force-fed in the ball. They just went to him.
So, yeah. So,
I understand that.
A lot of people say that this is
it's
who
the
he's
law of
always
averages.
been.
That's all it is. Yeah, it's the law of averages. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's true, bro.
That's what the numbers look like. It is.
Hey, let me go to Chuck. Let me introduce somebody. Go ahead, Chuck.
If you look at the tape, like Pickle's correct, he gets open. He burnt on that play. He did Darius Slade dirty on that play. If you look at the route, he just doesn't catch the ball. And you look at the tape in South Carolina, he makes those catches. He made those catches in South Carolina. So I don't know what the problem is. Antoine, you got to call, a spade a spade. Bryce threw the ball to him. Xavier Legette doesn't catch it. Let's just be real with that. That's you have.
That was no. You're right on that. You're right on that play. Yeah, he's absolutely correct on that play. But we're talking about something that he's doing over and over and over again. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying that Xavier Legette can't fix that. He can't get better with that. But you only get judged on what you've done so far.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Right. I mean, you don't get.
Yeah, because y'all cherry pick a lot. Now we're talking about a body of work. A body of work.
Yeah.
I'm
going to ask you a question,
I'm gonna let Mike go, but let me introduce somebody first. Let me let back on the free for all. Anthony, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
What's up, Cody? How y'all doing?
Chilling, brother. Tell me your thoughts on XL, man. Out with the hip injury, been kind of up and down. Has he lived up to your expectations?
Yeah, I'm on a long drive here, but like I was listening a bit like a couple of seconds ago. I never had Xavier Legette. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is what everyone's talking about right now. It seems like we all didn't have first round grades on Xavier Legette. It's not that we hated him, that we drafted. No, well, that was a biased first round grade. But anyways, it seems like I was never upset that we drafted him. I just thought like he'd be available later on. That said, I hear like we didn't, some people saying they did expect nothing from him this year. They expected some things. But then Chuck brought it up, and that kind of changed my whole idea of this question. Yeah, we should. I expected more from him. If Jalen Coker can get off the couch and look like a better receiver than he has, and this dude went undrafted, then yeah, we do. It is a little worrisome. But then again, that's just like finding a diamond in the rough. Like that's just sometimes you find those players like Tony Romo too. So like, there's that. But yeah, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't expecting more. Earlier there's this discussion about drops. I know he hasn't dropped a lot of passes this year. It's just the timing of the drops has been so crucial. And it's just like you think about it and you're like, well, what if Thielen or Coker, someone else was in that position, like in that Chiefs game or the Eagles game. But overall, I mean, I still think he's going to be a solid player. I just don't know what his ceiling is at this point. But yeah, he gets open. So he gets open. And someone brought it up earlier. Yeah, they did. I watched some South Carolina games last year. He did get force fed, but yeah, he was the only like option on the team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let go, but I wanted to add this from D's. He said Xavier Legette got 6 touchdowns, and that's better than DJ Moore had this first couple seasons in Carolina. And Xavier Legette is still a top 10 rookie wide receiver in the NFL. Go ahead, go.
No, I didn't have that. I think people was going to ask me a question or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask you a question, Goat. I was trying to look it up and I can't find it. It's in the back of my mind. Didn't Musid Muhammad drop a lot of passes his rookie year? Didn't he? Am I not wrong?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. His rookie year, he dropped a lot of passes.
I can say we was talking about Teddy Ginn Jr. I say we was talking about Teddy. Ginn dropped a lot of fucking passes.
Yeah, Ginn did, but Musid Muhammad, he dropped a lot of passes his rookie year.
We made up for it.
I mean, y'all. Oh, damn.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Hold on, Mike. Hold on.
What are you gonna say?
They like to prepare like Bryce with Peyton Manning having a bad rookie year, and this guy with you can't compare this because Musa Muhammad dropped passes and everything worked out. You just can't say
I'm not saying
drop
that.
passes.
I know what you meant.
Go back to Musa Muhammad's college career. Much better than Xavier Legette's college career.
Right, and it was different.
Are we going?
It was different football back then too.
Yeah, but I mean, so you
People just comparing rookie years, so.
I wanted us to draft Vlad
you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because this guy did this and this guy did this, and now he's a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else gonna be on that same trajectory.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
we can't do that. All we can do is
It
say
can happen, though.
what this guy did, we overdrafted him. And I think a couple of people agree on that. We overdrafted him. I mean, you got to look at the plan, the way they went into the draft and everything like that. They should have set their ass at 32, maybe took the trade back from there. I mean, it's a lot of shit they can do, but that's water under the bridge.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying?
Can I bring this up real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So like earlier, I was talking to Claire in the chat, and a shout out to Claire. Like, I have no issue with whatever your opinion on Bryce Young is, but whoever's throwing the football, you gotta look to upgrade your team no matter what. You know, like there was a conversation about, well, why would we focus on getting another wide receiver when Bryce Young this, blah blah blah? It's like because our wide receivers can be dropping passes in critical moments or underperforming no matter who the quarterback is. So I still think you got to take shots at the apple there regarding wide receiver.
Do anybody remember why Xavier Legette was drafted in the first place?
Because they want to get his 5th-year option.
Yep. Because they knew the man was a project. The reason why they signed Deontay Johnson.
You don't draft a project in the first round?
They did though. They even said it. They said you can't teach the things that he have. He's got the physical speed, the height, the power, the big body.
They lied when they said they thought he was a project.
When they drafted him, they was planning on Deontay Johnson being the number 1, Adam Thielen being that guy that could possibly be a number 2, and getting Xavier Legette time to grow and become what they feel like he can be as he developed. Because there was nobody that had his catch radius, his height, his build, or his speed in combination. He wasn't supposed to be a number 1 receiver. He was supposed to be learning this year. And then Deontay Johnson goes. And when Deontay Johnson goes, everybody have David Moore on the field for one game where he looked good. He looked as David Moore as always looked. And I hear people saying Croker is better than Edsel. I'm just saying, like, Croker's only had like 2 productive games. Are we really going to say that we feel like Croker is going to be the insert receiver? Like, are we start saying that let's actually picture an offense with Croker
as a receiver, though, Mike? He's a good receiver now.
He had 2 good games. That's it.
I'm
Y'all
saying,
look
at what
Hey, Cody.
But are we going to say that
yards or
something? Are we going to pretend like both of these dudes haven't looked good at points this year? Like Xavier Legette has shown promise. Like, let's not conflate this season with Jonathan Mingo last year.
No, I ain't saying the boy awful. I ain't saying he awful.
I also think that Jalen Coker, like people saying that Coker is the number 1. Yeah, I mean, he's good. But, dude, their entire career is not over yet, man. Like, you're not seeing the best of either of these dudes. Like, to me, the fact that he has 6 touchdowns right now, I think that's a reasonable rookie season. Now, that doesn't mean he doesn't need to get better on a number of different issues, including those terrible-ass drops. Yeah, that's a given. But I think as a player, he gets open very frequently, which I love. That's been a big asset to the team. But yeah, he has to get better at not dropping the ball, and I want to see him continue to grow. I'm not tripping on XL, Jake.
No, Cody, I think you pointed to it earlier. I mean, I think if it wasn't drops in key moments, I don't think we'd be having this conversation right now. I really don't. I think it's just the drop.
No, I'm sorry, Jake.
No, you're good.
Hey! I want to ask y'all something before I cut off this motherfucker, right? So y'all think we should draft a wide receiver? Because I'm with Kodog. I think we should really give a look at that dude Ashton Genty, because a quarterback's favorite best friend is an offensive line.
Oh,
it don't matter if Canales. Man, look.
I would consider it an extremely bad draft if you draft a running back in the 1st or 2nd round this year. I do not care. Yeah. I don't really care how talented he is. To me, you have to draft defense. Now, there's going to be some folks on here, Anthony's one of them, that's going to scream, you got to draft a wide receiver. And I respect that. Depending on that wide receiver that's there, I respect that. I may not agree with it, but I respect the plan to do that. And if they do that, I'm not going to scream for weeks on end about how bad that pick was. I'll accept it and move on. But if it's me, I'm going defense. And I'm not drafting a running back in the first 2 rounds of this draft, maybe 3, depending on that running back. There ain't no way in hell I'm drafting another running back. We drafted a guy last year in the 2nd round, in my opinion, that we shouldn't have. And I'll leave it at that. I think there was a wide receiver out there. There were corners out there. There was a couple offensive linemen that looked good. There was other people out there we could have went and got, but we didn't. So
you can get a free agent too.
Let me ask a question. Speaking of agents that we could go out there and get, just in general, and free agents, we need to revisit our boy Dan Morgan.
No,
because I'm going to be real. Some people owe Dan an apology because the amount of people that said that Dan had been fleeced on all these trades? How about Dan Morgan has yet to be fleeced on a one fucking trade that he has made, bro? He has yet to be fleeced.
What did Diontae do now, man?
Everybody made fun
He
of
got
Dan
cut.
Morgan and the Panthers
Damn.
For the trade of Deontay Johnson, but the Ravens have waived wide receiver Deontay Johnson.
But look,
bro,
Cody. Now,
come on now, go.
You put it out there like it was based upon play. It wasn't based upon play.
It's locker
Damn
room.
attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what got him out of here. Come on, y'all.
Right.
Stop that.
But hold on, if it was play or not, it don't matter. We still got a return
Cody,
for him instead
see
of
that?
nothing at all. He's not on a roster right
You
now.
see that?
That's why we don't be looking.
Hold up. Go. If he'd have came in that locker room and said, "Yeah, I love Bryce. Me and Bryce is best friends." If he'd have said that all year, guess what he'd have on? A Panthers uniform right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
A Panthers uniform. Let's stop this.
That's what I'm saying. We don't be knowing what them guys saying in the locker room. So it's like, for all we know, we don't know exactly what Deontay did. For all we know, he got in that damn locker room and said and told the truth and been like, "Look, this motherfucking Bryce sucks."
Hold on. Was Deontay wrong for doing that? Like if he was on some
Fuck no.
Like,
but you got it's political. You got to play the game.
Yeah, but
you refuse to go in the game, Cody. You don't do that. They're paying you.
Yeah, you got to play that bullshit ass game, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Stop that.
I agree.
Even if none of them guys can call Bryce out in that damn locker room.
If he was a real cancer in the locker room, and Dan Morgan was able to ship old buddy off and get some return investment for him, and now the dude's not even on a team. Dan Morgan deserves a
Morgan was right. Morgan was right
for moving in the proper way here.
Because clearly it was going on in other places. Yeah, Pittsburgh, us.
Cancer in Pittsburgh. Cancer in Carolina. He's a cancer in Baltimore. Come on, y'all.
That's called a pattern.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, what Juan said is true. I just think, bro, this dude went. I'm not trying to make no excuses or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, at least I'm, thinking about his mindset. This man went from Kenny Pickett to Bryce Young. I mean,
to
and he had a good
Jackson,
situation.
he should be happy.
Yeah.
To Lamar Jackson, he should be happy. That
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Jumping on the field. Like,
and the boy got skill.
This year. And that nigga
and the boy.
Oh yeah, over there now. You know that Lamar run option first and this and that. He wasn't getting targeted, so that's why he over there talking shit.
He ain't getting no money.
You can't run your mouth like that.
I said that a month ago.
Lamar been passing the ball this year though. Lamar been passing.
Bro, you can't go over to Baltimore running your mouth, bro. You might be able to do that shit in Carolina.
Yeah.
they run a tight ship.
Man, they cut Deontay Johnson and plan to use Tylan Wallace and Des Walker a lot more than Diontae. Diontae just played himself out of a job.
Hey, man,
the boy got skills, though.
He may. I don't know where his next job's going to
be. Swarm, shout out my man Swarm with the 199. Says I remember hearing people say lock him up.
I don't remember.
I mean, listen, listen. Here's the deal, though, man.
We're not gonna act like the boy ain't had no skill. He has skill.
No, he was definitely
for a little bit. He was playing. Yeah, he played pretty good ball over here for Carolina for the most part. I mean, he played way better here than he did with the Ravens. But for whatever reason, man, he just didn't want to be a part of whatever it took to build the team in the right direction.
It was because of the money, guys. It's the money. I've been saying this. Deontay Johnson was drafted with some peers that is getting $20 million a year, $22 million a year.
It don't matter. You gotta shut your mouth, bro.
Big ass checks, and then he gets Kenny Pickett and Bryce Young, and goes to an offense that's run first only. Now he can't get the yards.
Poor little fucking baby.
So how many checks is he getting now?
Poor little baby. That's the price.
Hey, Kendall.
Kendall,
how many checks is he getting now?
Go to a diamond, or sometimes you go to a rough.
What them checks look like now? What's his checks look like now?
And the one in a contract year. How dumb can you be?
I ain't saying shit, bro. I gotta hold my tongue, bro. Fuck that shit. I ain't saying nothing to fuck up my paper. This dude fucked his own paper.
Yeah.
If he'd had about 800 yards around here, we'd have signed him. If he'd had about 800, 850, we'd have signed him. He'd have got a check.
He wouldn't have had done much. He wouldn't have had done much here to get another contract. But he
facts. But the problem is, at the time, Bryce Young played 2 games, barely went over 100 yards. Andy Dalton had one good performance where he looked like, all right, this is how the offense supposed to look. This is the kind of targets I get. This is the kind of yards I get. And then Andy Dalton dropped the fucking ball. He's like, now I don't have a quarterback or fucking again. Now, I'm not saying that he made a smart decision by no shape or manner, because he fucked himself out of any money, and he at least got some. But the problem is in
the NFL, when you're a player in the NFL, it's like when you get drafted, a rookie. You may not like what's the neighbors, that rookie for the Giants. He don't like his situation he's in. He don't. But I'm assuming somebody somewhere is giving him good advice, because the last thing he needs to do is go off on everybody.
Yeah, his agent
that would not work. Just shut your mouth, hold yourself steady. For example, Deontay Johnson, if he would have just shut up, and even when they offered him a contract, said, no, I'm good. No, I want to wait. And then by free agency, he would have went at the end of this year. He would have went wherever he wanted to, and nobody could have stopped him.
Yeah, he would have had this pick of whatever team he wanted to go to.
Exactly, but he fucked it all up. So that's on him. To me, in my opinion, that's on him and him alone. He fucked.
Like my thing is, I don't give a damn about him. Fuck him. I just want people to. I want people to give Dan Morgan some credit. When it came to the Burns trade and the Deontay Johnson trade, even beat reporters.
Hey, Cody, man. Cody, cut that shit
how
out.
much we got fleeced. We have not been. No.
Cody always trying to throw that Burns shit in there, man. Why don't you let it go, bro?
We won the Burns trade resoundingly. He won Deontay Johnson.
Leave Burns the fuck alone, bro.
Yo, put some credit on our motherfucking GM, baby. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Keep pounding, Dan. Keep pounding.
Dan Morgan's been doing this thing, man. I'm really excited to see what the offseason is going to be like, man, and what he's going to be able to do with 10 draft picks. Like, this is a big moment for us, man. It really is. If we're able to build this team next year, it's a big moment, man. It's a big year.
It's gonna be good. Right? It's gonna be incredibly good or incredibly bad, bro.
Man, shout out to Jonathan Stewart. He says Indiana looks exactly like how I thought they'd look. They look like they ain't played anybody good this year.
Man, this game ain't over with. It's just 14-0.
Right now, it's not over.
Yeah.
I
just want to say,
Go ahead, Jake.
Before we get off the Deontay Johnson situation, I just want to say, like, I don't know if it's a mental issue because the dude has went through 3 different teams and there was a narrative that he's toxic and shit. I don't know if it's a mental aspect. I don't know this guy or nothing like that. But if it is, prayers up to the guy, man. I hope you get that shit figured out, man, because I know how mental shit works.
That's true. That's true.
And if that's the case, bro, prayers up. I hope you get the help you need, man.
Yeah. Well, you get blackballed, bro. It's not always what people say, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're in that room and you see what's going on, because, you know, pro sports can paint their own narrative and you know how the media can be or whatever. But I think when Kendall and we was saying, he like, look, man, when you contract year, you just got to play the game, bro. You just can't say what you want to say. You try to get your money. You just got to chill. You got to bite your fucking tongue until you're able to say what you want to say. He just chose the wrong year to do the shit in.
He's been doing that shit since day one in Pittsburgh. They just put
now this is out there,
until they was ready to get rid of his ass. They got rid of his ass, and then nobody else is gonna put up with the shit. It's like, oh man, wow, we didn't know it was this damn bad. Yeah, it was.
Did we send Pittsburgh something for him?
I sat there and told you. I don't know
Diontae
what
Jackson,
show
a late round pick.
Diontae Johnson. Diontae
Okay.
Yeah,
Jackson.
Diontae Johnson.
Diontae Jackson, and they gave us a pick. They gave us a pick,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yes,
But did we give him a
they
pick
did.
too, though?
They did. They did. We were going to cut Jackson.
So we lost. So we lost that.
And we were looking
No,
for
we
a
came
receiver
out. No,
anyway.
we came out on that. We came out.
Yeah,
on
we won that
Yeah,
trade
we up.
because
Yeah,
we were
we
just
up
going
on
to
that.
cut Jackson for nothing anyway.
Exactly.
So Diontae Jackson is number 5 in lowest catch rates allowed. Right
Yeah,
behind,
there's a reason. There's a
literally
reason why.
right behind JC Horn too.
Right, the
They
reason
won
why
that.
He
Diontae
left us. Of
Jackson.
course, he's playing better.
Yeah, he's playing better because the Steelers actually get pressure on opposing quarterbacks. That's a good reason for that. Jackson has always been the
I
type
won't
of
disagree with
cornerback. Corner, if you're getting pressure, he can take advantage of it. If you're not getting pressure, he's going to get burned, and that's how he is. And I'm sorry, in my opinion, that's how he's always been here. He was always that way. If you were getting pressure on a quarterback, then he could take advantage of it. But you're not.
So Cody, can I make y'all aware of something that y'all probably didn't know?
Yeah.
So to a lot of the podcasters, so when you guys look it up and see it, you can address this too on all our shows. The Carolina Panthers are ranked 31st in our scouts.
What do you mean?
We got shitty scouts.
Like who?
We
Who
fired
ranked?
most of them, though, didn't we?
Who's ranking?
Huh? It was a PFF. It was a PFF ranking.
Oh, like just a collective ranking of what?
Like, they take all the scouts from each team and the value that they brought to the team, and they said the Carolina Panthers, our scouting department is 31st in the league.
It doesn't sound wrong, but at the same
But then we fired a lot of them, and then they didn't bring in better ones.
fuck PFF though, because everybody thinks they're like the Bible of all things.
You got PFF up right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just using this as a talking point. I'm just saying, like PFF, they're not. The
If you're gonna fuck them all the way.
I don't oppose to draft grades until the guy's been here for at least a couple years that I can evaluate him.
And no, this is not. And this is not even PFF. This is Next Gen Stats.
But my thing is how can they rate?
I was fucking.
How can they rate our new agents now when they haven't had a draft yet? Like we didn't hire them until after our draft. So,
right.
PFF to shit on us and every hour.
Well, maybe
man, I don't put no stock in what PFF.
They was fucked up last year though. I mean, look, man. I mean, the scouting department is a real thing that I think a lot of people overlook, man. When you're not able to name any of your scouts, that's a problem. That's scouting. Scouting leads to coaching. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to recognize the talent first.
But I mean, I wonder how many fans recognize the name of the scouts on their team. You know what I mean? Probably
a lot of them don't pay attention to it.
Yeah,
that's what I just said. That you gotta pay attention to that type of shit.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it depends on what we do this year.
But if you got a company,
who's our pro scout?
How about this? If we're gonna have 10 draft picks, I'm damn well expecting 4 or 5 of them to be starters.
We have
4 or 5, man. Fuck.
We have 3 pro scouts.
Shit every year.
We have 3.
No, I mean I agree with you. At least 5.
Yeah.
We have 3 pro scouts.
My bad.
We have 3 pro scouts. Who are they? Anybody know?
There's only 3 of them.
You just looked them up.
One of them used to be a player.
A former safety.
Here in Carolina.
Shit, what's his name? I know you're talking about. He used to be a former safety, a corner.
He was a safety here. God, Justin Burris. He's a pro scout.
But wait a minute. We don't just have 3, do we?
You got 3.
No,
Pickle's right. You got 3 pro scouts. 3 pro scouts.
Yeah, they scout the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a scout named Adam Maxey is a pro scout, and Lee McNeil is a pro scout. Now we have a guy named Corey Fuller, who's the area scout of the Southwest Division. Then we got Caden McGillick, who was the area scout of the West. He was here under Matt Rule. He's been here, so he was Matt Rule's assistant at one point. Then we got Jordan Turkovich. she's the daughter of a former defensive coordinator. She's an area scout of the Mid-Atlantic. You can go to Panthers.com and under football staff find all these guys in there.
How you gonna say shit?
Now, some of these I knew already because I put them up before, but just give people reference if you don't know who your scouts are. Now, some of these folks were Jake is right. We fired most of our scouts. Some of these scouts were moved to different areas, and some of them used to be college scouts, and now they're pro scouts, and a couple of them were just assistants that were elevated to scout.
We had a scout that was on here since '95.
Yes, he's no longer here, and I'm glad because
that scouting department matters, bro. You gotta look.
It does.
It's like if you got a company, I'm sending Pickle and Cody out to represent me, and I need y'all to go find, like, if you selling leather coats, I need y'all to go find the best leathers, and fly to different countries or whatever. If y'all keep bringing back fucking pigskins, it's like, man, that's not what the fuck I sent y'all out for.
Yeah, but like my question though, relating to the pro scouts is, because I know that, for example, the Eagles, they're famous for having a huge pro personnel department, huge pro scouts. Like, if you're David Tepper, I would always be wanting to add to that team.
And it don't count against the cap. Go get you can buy the best ones.
And you have the deep pockets to do it. Why not, why not really make this scouting?
You can buy these motherfuckers out from other teams.
I'm in agreement on that. But when it comes to this defense, though, can we stop Kyler Murray, or is Murray and James Conner gonna run all over us?
It's gonna be the battle of the little guys on Sunday. and one is gonna show you how to play little football and be good at it.
Quan, let's be nice. This is the midget bowl.
The little guys ball, but one of them gonna show you a grave difference.
This
you know what I'm saying?
Oompa Loompa Bowl, dog.
Yeah.
Except one of them got a fast Oompa Loompa.
I agree, Greg.
Cody, I want to say
one
thing about that scouting thing. Well, we're constantly drafting the same position. This will be people want to go back in here and go and get another wide receiver, right? We just talked about that. You want to go back in here and go get another wide receiver. If we're constantly spinning our wheels at the same position, this is what you got to understand about the draft. So if you go in there and get a wide receiver in the first round, guess what you just did? You now when you're saying if we want to go address the defensive trenches, we just basically draft position. We're getting a lower level guy. All we got really now, you got to depend on scouting to say who's the best next man up in the second round.
Facts.
Sitting around 50 to 60 position. You know what I'm saying? Around that 60 to 50 on the big board. You see what I'm saying? That's where that comes in. And then so now we can sit here all the time and look at mock drafts and stuff like that and be like, damn, if we'd have got this guy, man, one year I picked Byron Young over there in LA and I'd be damned if we didn't have a chance to get him. You see what I'm saying? So why couldn't our scouts look at and see the potential in this guy right the same way? But I mean,
they probably never even got over the sin. Probably never even went to go sin. Bro.
I mean,
because look at it, they be getting these sheets and these leads.
Byron Young got picked, I think a 77, if I'm not mistaken. And guess who we picked?
Who we picked?
At I think at 80 something or something like that. If we'd have moved up a couple more spots, we could have got. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. Well,
see, one of the things I wanted to point out that.
Same position all the time.
I agree. So one of the things Kendall said that I want to agree with, you know what I'm saying? I love the conversation we're having right now. This football 101 right here. The thing is, when you go out, like I want Ted for the first round pick, but Ted is not the higher value for us to get in the first round. It's just my personal preference. The higher value is obviously going to be in defense. You know, a lot of times we come on shows and we say what we want, but is that the higher value to push your team and y'all get better? You know, I think he's generational in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say generation. We say that shit too much. He looks really, really good, but if you ask me the truth, man, he's not going to be the more higher value that's going to add the most value to our team. It's really defense. Especially when we got quarterback issues right now.
So Twan, Jay, Kendall, Pickle, I'll make a bet with y'all now, man. If the Panthers are in range to draft Travis Hunter, even if we have other bigger, greater needs, they're gonna get Travis Hunter.
Okay,
I'll pull the trigger on his ass too.
That's a lot. Let me ask you a question. So what are you bringing him in as?
I'm playing him
a receiver or a corner.
Oh
I'm
my
playing him
God,
a wide receiver. I think it's a better. Bro, his ability to get off the ball is second to none. The catch radius, bro, the dude can get open.
He's just not the best at both things, though, Cody.
Yeah, he's gonna be a corner, man. He's gonna be a corner. And
I don't know,
maybe
man.
something that can utilize him.
I honestly think somebody can play him on both sides.
Like that.
They don't want to put a wide receiver talent like that.
It ain't gonna be all game like Colorado, but
they're gonna want to. Like what Joe Burrow did when the Bengals got Jamar Chase, they probably should have went O-line, but they said no. We're gonna get a legit number one weapon. I could see them doing the same thing. Same thing for Bryce, especially
that's college ball, Cody.
Especially if but y'all are saying y'all don't really think that XL is gonna be a number one. Why not give Bryce a real number one?
Man, fuck. You about to be. You almost made me sad, bro. We ain't doing shit for Bryce no more.
They all come from college, though. Go where else you gonna get them from?
Cody, he's not. So why ain't there's plenty that some of all these wide receivers got skill to go play cornerback. Diggs used to be a wide receiver. But guess what? He plays one position. Because you're talking about the best of the best of the best of the best. You're not going both ways in the NFL.
I don't even need him to, though. Can you? Go. I don't even need him to be both. That's some gimmicky bullshit. If they want to give him a package on offense and defense, fine. He will primarily play one position in the NFL.
And you're going to guess what he's going to be? A jack of all trades, a master of none. That's what the fuck you getting ready to get.
I don't know, man.
That's what Dion said today on the Rich Eisen show. He said that if you take him, you have to have a plan to use him on both. Now he said you don't have to do what we've done and put him full time on both. But you have to allow packages if you want him to play.
It's gonna be in the back of every team's head.
Allow him to have packages at wideout and stuff like that. That I could see happening. I wouldn't do it myself, but
I ain't forcing it.
See teams doing that.
Yeah, I think because if you got five plays for him at wideout, when he comes in, guess what? Oh, Travis Hunter's in the game at wideout. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like just a bullseye. Come on, man.
Right. Stop you know they used to.
You can also use him as a decoy, though.
They used to stick Peppers at tight end in the red zone all the time, and every time they did it, he didn't have a receiving touchdown to his career playing tight end, but they stuck him out there a lot.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Vegas Panthers Drew with the $5 C3 bomb. He says, I think any draft conversation should be about stopping the run or sacking the quarterback. We have some solid pieces. We just need to develop them. in our system. I agree with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Exactly,
look,
Vegas.
I mean, right now, my number one pick.
Good comment.
Is
Great comment.
probably Mason Graham. I think him next to Derek Brown would be nasty. I'm just
Mason
saying
Graham,
the Panthers.
Abdul Carter.
If they have Abdul too, but if they have an opportunity, if they have a real opportunity to make something happen with
I want to ask go the question, bro.
receiver talent, they might do that shit.
Hey, Code Dog. Hey, look, Code Dog. Hey, look, Code Dog. I know I keep going in and out. My bad for all that. But look, if y'all had the chance to pick Mason Graham or that wide receiver, McMillan, who would y'all take? Mason Graham or that McMillan dude?
Yeah, I'm taking Mason Graham.
Mason
Graham. I'm taking Tech.
I'm taking McMillan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that.
I don't think McMillan's as fast as people want him to be. I think he's the carbon. He's just another big receiver. That's all he is. He doesn't.
That motherfucker just get open now.
Now, Mason Graham.
I hear that about every big receiver. He gets open.
Now,
I no offense at all.
Graham,
I just hear that a lot about every big receiver. He gets open. And I'm taking the defensive guy myself because we desperately need help in defense. My only question is if you take Mason Graham and Ashawn Robinson and Derek Brown are also on this team, then you spend a top 5 pick on a guy that's a rotational piece at best.
No, but Ashawn Robinson
if you switch to a 4-3, I need that in there.
But Robinson is not going to be the future that Graham would be.
Well, I'm not saying he is. I didn't say that long term. I said
but also Mason Graham, like Jermaine Shepard says, he's a 3-4 defensive tackle. So if we did draft,
I'm taking Abdul over Graham.
You might be looking at us moving back to a 4-3 over.
But Mason Graham, but if you stay in a 3-4 and you draft Mason Graham, he's an end in a 3-4. He's not a nose. But at the same time, he's the same size. He's nearly maybe an inch or two difference, but it's the same size weight-wise as Ashawn Robinson and Derek Brown.
I think he could potentially be a nose pickle. I'm
not saying line him up at nose, but if you keep Ivero, and God, I hope we don't, but if you keep Ivero, Ivero has made states that he didn't need a nose tackle to run in his defense.
That man's growing bonsai trees as we speak.
Hey, Kendall, what positions you taking on the first two? Not necessarily the player. The first two positions you picking.
In the trenches, either Mason Graham or Abdul Carter.
No, I'm talking about the first two picks. The first two picks.
Yeah, it'll be a defensive tackle and a defensive end.
Okay.
Wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, y'all haven't mentioned a guy yet that I wouldn't be like. I would be fine with Mason Graham, Abdul Carter, Ted McMillan, Travis Hunt. Like none of them guys right there, I'm not gonna get mad about because I mean we all see.
Listen, I compare Ted. Now, y'all listen carefully. I don't want y'all throwing tomatoes at me. I compare Ted to Randy Moss in college. Marshall, Randy Moss at Marshall.
He ain't nowhere near that fast.
I compared him
at Marshall.
Moss didn't run a fast 40 time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about in college. See, people gonna be thinking his career. I'm talking about at Marshall.
So listen, this was Dave Canales when he was asked about Travis Hunter, particularly.
Another lie.
Think about Deion Sanders. You know, he had his way to do it. You know, Coach Prime, and so you know he's kind of right there with somebody who could mentor him.
Bad body language. He lying.
I think it would be.
Well, what else is he going to say?
It would be a good challenge. I mean, a good problem to talk through for any team to get a player of that caliber. And so, yeah.
I think he would love to have a talent like Travis Hunter.
I'm sure he would. When this got released on Twitter, people were slobbering over. Oh my God, he's going to go get Travis. What is he going to say?
They panicked.
He sucks as a receiver. He might be a decent quarterback. I can't stand that man like that. He ain't going to say all that.
Yeah, the motherfucker asked me the question.
He did the politically correct coachy thing, and I mean, that's to me, in my opinion, that's what he did. He did the coachy thing, you know.
See, and that's what I be getting on Pickle. I'm glad you said that. You used the right word. I was looking for that word earlier. I just see Canales right now as just this politically correct coach. You know, he going try to say the right thing.
Politically correct.
But it's like, but when he walks away, it's like, I don't know if I believe his ass, bro. And he definitely ain't been doing what he said he's gonna do.
No,
but you know, he's just a nice guy. He's so nice that you're like, I don't want to say bad shit about him, but is he getting the job done? No, and he's a rookie head coach, but I ain't giving him a pass. I'm just giving his ass some leeway.
If you ask him about Evero, all he does is say nice things, because that's his job to say nice things about the guy under him.
He ain't gonna throw him under the bus.
That doesn't mean that privately he isn't telling Dan Morgan, we need to dump this fella, because I don't like his defense and we ain't stopping nobody. I mean, that's just fact of it. A lot of people may not like it, but you can't look at this defense and say, oh, he ain't have no talent. If that's your excuse, you need to wake up. Because when you put Jordan, when you put your safety, who is not a cover safety, when you put your run-stopping safety on CD Lamb 3 consecutive times, don't tell me you didn't have nobody else you could put over there. Your dumbass just didn't want to.
Yeah. We've seen coaches in the past like
put on there.
We've seen the memes and everything of coaches in the past, you know, like the playoffs, and my man, we let him off the hook. I keep calling myself old school, you know, Pickle, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like the nice coach, man. I like the coach that's gonna go up to the fucking podium and tell you the fucking truth.
That's what
we are not playing good right now.
Yeah.
Bryce gotta be better. I gotta be better. My defensive coordinator gotta be better. I apologize to y'all for the fucking for y'all spending y'all tickets on our ass right now, and just be honest.
Yeah, I told the boys in Spaces the other day. I said, we ain't got no coach on our roster that's just going to cuss a player out. We ain't got nobody that's going to walk up to a player and say, you know why you can't stop a run? Because you lazy and you out of shape.
We got rid of him.
We ain't got no coach that's mean.
Yeah.
You know, when John Fox took over the Panthers, the first thing he did is grab all the defensive guys in the room. He says, you know, he called him out. He said, I can't even remember exact words, but he called him. He says, y'all ain't man enough to stop running. Y'all lazy. You don't want it. And you know, he stepped on their toes hard. We ain't got a coach on here to do that. And
now, Pickle, we're gonna get criticized, but that's fucking football, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, my damn coach, when I played in fucking high school, my coaches weren't nice.
Right.
They didn't try to tell you was better than what you really were.
Right. People used to say Ron Rivera was too nice until his.
I seen that motherfucker cuss that whole team out.
Until his halftime speech.
Yeah.
And then people realized, oh yeah, he does. You know?
Shit.
Hey, I will say this, Pickle. I think the days of coaches doing that, like cussing people out and being aggressive and shit, that's done, man. We're in the era of the
that's my football stuff.
Yeah,
we're in this soft ass, marshmallowy ass fucking
pussy generation. That's all of what it is. We in
the players generation. Are so paid that they don't even want
the syrup, marshmallowy sweetness.
Going like that.
They went to the wine and cheese crowd. Went from the stand into the locker rooms, and now they in the coach's room.
The coach hurt my feelings.
Crowd done took over.
What happened to? What was the Giants coach back in the day? He coached the Giants and Dallas. Who?
Yep.
Nah. Big guy. He coached the Cowboys. He coached the Giants. Fuck. They didn't give a fuck what you. Damn, it's the big guy. Parcells, bro.
Yeah, Bill Parcells.
Parcells didn't give a fuck, bro.
Nah, he didn't.
You was gonna give him what he wanted out of your ass, or you was gonna get the fuck home, bro.
Yeah,
and it brings the best out of a player.
I remember Parcells.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
To that point, though, Swan, you ain't gonna do that your first year.
No, I mean,
do that his first year. He ain't gonna.
Yeah,
hey man, real quick before we go any further, let me welcome in a very special.
Today they won't do it.
You know him.
You right. Yeah.
The Bat Daddy is on the free throw.
Bat Daddy.
Bat Daddy.
I love it.
What up, Bat? What up, Bat?
What's going on, everybody? Man,
still praying for you guys.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I was just sitting around, had nothing to do, and I heard y'all on and had to come on and I got to come on and say what's up because I got nothing else to do right now, and y'all are talking some really good stuff right here. I got some questions to ask for everybody, and we're gonna let's talk some Panthers football, man. I miss everybody here. Holy shit!
Let's get it.
So let me ask you, Greg. So since we haven't spoken to you in a minute, what do you feel about Bryce Young right now? He had a few games while you were away where he looked okay, and he looked like he was starting to turn things on. Then this past Sunday, he has 4 turnovers that he's responsible for. And again, the line is bad. A lot of stuff is bad. But how do you feel about Bryce right now and going forward into 2025?
I think that Bryce Young is a lot better right now than he has been ever for the Panthers. However, he's not the reason we've won any games.
Yeah.
He's also not been the reason we've lost these last few games. So I can't put a ton of stuff. I'm speaking on my mic like it's my mic. I'm not even on my mic right now. I can't say a ton of stuff bad about Bryce Young right now. He's been an average quarterback. I don't think he's the quarterback of the future, but I think he's a quarterback that can hold us over long enough till we find that guy. And who knows? Maybe next year he'll improve. But just so everybody knows, I said 4 wins at the beginning of the year. We're sitting at 3 right now with a possible win, maybe in the last 3 games. Just saying, 4 wins. I said at the beginning of the year. Probably we're going to end up with. I think that Bryce Young is going to be a slightly less better than Andy Dalton ever was quarterback in the NFL.
Okay.
So I
can feel that. I can feel that.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
Yeah. Because Andy Dalton was never fantastic, but he was never really a bad quarterback. I mean, shit, he went to the playoffs like 9 years in a row. He had AJ Green and a bunch of other players to go along with it. But I mean, I think that you put the right pieces around Bryce Young right now, he can produce something. He's not going to be the reason that you win games or win championships. But right now, he's not the reason you're going to lose them at the moment either. Well, minus last game, but everybody, he's played pretty well up until last game. So I was pretty impressed with the last few ones going up until last game. So, I mean, I'm not as harsh on Bryce Young as I always have been. I still don't think he's the answer. He's definitely not the truth. He's definitely not going to be the next best thing in the NFL. But he's not the worst player I've ever seen as far as quarterback goes. I would take him over Teddy Bridgewater right now, the way he's currently playing. So
I like
that.
I just want him to be a game manager. That's all. I just want him to be a game manager.
And he's been doing a decent job of that. Yeah, he's been doing a decent job of that, and he's had some really good throws. He's had some really, really good throws in the last few weeks, man. Like that 85-yard bomb last week, right before halftime, where it looked like we were still in the game. I turned the game on right before that play happened, and I was like, holy shit. I mean, granted, it was a 30-yard pass to a wide-open receiver in blown coverage, so you should be able to hit that, as the guy we paid you to be. But he hit it. It was a good pass, and, I was pretty impressed with it. So he's there are a couple of games that we should have won that weren't his fault in the last few weeks. And I give credit for that. I can swallow that crow and say he won those games, or he at least played well enough to win those games, and other parts of our team let us down in those games. The Tampa Bay game, there's no way we should have lost the Tampa Bay game. No way in hell we should have lost that Tampa Bay game. The Kansas City game. The Kansas City game.
That was Patrick.
But the Packers, I knew as soon as I knew as soon as we got pass interference with like a minute and a half left, I was like, it's too soon. It's too soon. That's too much time. You can't leave Patrick Mahomes that much time. And I get it. Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest. But, like I said, I'm not as harsh on Bryce as I used to be. I still don't think he's the answer. I still don't think he's the truth. I don't think he is our future quarterback. I think he's a good holdover guy until we can find the right person. I don't know if it's a veteran or a rookie coming in, but he's not the future. He's just a decent holdover guy for right now, and I'll give him that credit.
Jag.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's a quarterback that relies on his confidence. I really do. I think it's like when he throws a pick, you see it in his face, and then when he throws a touchdown, you see it in his face. Like I think he goes as his confidence goes. If he's down, he's gonna play bad. If he's up, he's gonna play decent. I mean, he's a. You
know who else is like that? Jameis Winston's just like that too.
That is true.
Yep.
That is definitely
Jameis
true.
Winston is just like that. When Jameis Winston plays at the top of his game, he's a great quarterback. But when he starts out bad and he's having a bad game, throwing a lot of interceptions, he does a lot, he's a terrible quarterback. That's why he can never be a franchise guy.
He's probably the most exciting quarterback.
Yeah, maybe.
To a point, his completion percentage went down, and when the defense wasn't playing as well, or the running game wasn't getting off as soon as as the game started.
I would agree, but his physical tools is what got him over that hump a little bit.
Well, for sure, and Bryce would be able to do the same thing if he had those tools. But I see it kind of similarly. Like if the defense isn't helping him. Because Cam had, as much as I love the guy, he's the reason I'm a Panthers fan. But, at the same time, when the defense wasn't taking the ball away, our games were a lot closer. When we were getting turnovers in the first and second quarter, Cam had no problem connecting with receivers.
See, I don't want to be the cardiac cat. I don't want to be the cardiac cat team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows I pass with that or whatever, but like the real cardiac cat situation is, I want to win games, but I mean, I don't like us playing all these damn close games and we ain't winning them. But I still don't want a quarterback that can just get you to win. I mean, we want to be in a situation where we up like 3 fucking touchdowns going into the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. It's like, man, I don't want a quarterback that's just gonna have us in the hunt every time, and like it could go either way. That ain't solid either, man. I want a team where we can be up, or any different given game we can blow somebody ass out. That cardiac shit, like maybe y'all will win, maybe we'll win, or it'll come down to a field goal. That shit don't feel comfortable, man. I mean, I can only go back to Cam in that situation. I mean, I know people get, oh man, we got to keep bringing Cam up, because he put us in a lot of situations where it's just like, man, we knew in the first quarter or the second quarter we was gonna win that game. It was like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, when we get a lead, ain't nobody coming back. But even if we didn't have the lead, we always felt like Cam could make it happen for us. You know what I'm saying? Like that Philadelphia game when we went to Philly and we was down 21 in the fourth quarter, and man, come on, bro, that type of shit. And he run out 24 points on them, and you're on mute, my daddy.
Yeah, you're muted, Greg.
But there were a lot of times in Cam's career, and I'm not hating on him by any means.
It's not a Cam thing. I'm just saying I'm just using him being up
about Cam. And this is a lesson we should learn. When Cam Newton would often come in, I don't know how to say, I guess his throwing was scattered, and he was really bad accurate. They would call a couple read options to get him calmed down, and once they got him calmed down, then he would throw the accurate balls. And that's something that we should consider when we're evaluating quarterbacks in the future. What little nick could you do to make a quarterback now, if they're high strung, to make them calm down a little bit? On Bryce's situation, I think you have to hype Bryce up a little bit, but Cam, you had to calm him down a little bit to throw an accurate ball. Bryce is good throwing accurate balls, but he's still scatter ball, And like a lot of times, like in that game against the Cowboys, Sanders, the tight end, he was open multiple times, but Bryce just didn't throw it to him. For whatever reason, Bryce just did not throw it. He was open multiple times on film. From the first half, he was open multiple times. He should have had himself at least 5 catches. Stuff like that.
I said it earlier, Pickle. The defense, I think fixing the defense is the best way to fix Bryce. That's what I think.
Some of the stuff that's going on the offense, in my opinion, will fix itself. No, I don't want to say fix itself. It will slowly get better as you go on, like maybe Bryce seeing the field. But like I said earlier, if this offensive line is built to run, if you can get an old-fashioned running game going, then and you fix the defense, we have a fighting chance to win every game we go.
Pickle, that's when we were always at our best. When we ran our offense through the run, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
get the running game going, though.
Cam. The reason why we was able to do what we did in the Cam era is because Cam we really just had 3 running backs in the fucking backfield. Cam could throw the ball and run, so they had to worry about 3 different guys taking off. You know what I'm saying? And and Cam's wiggle was the way Cam could wiggle was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've always been in love, and I'm always going to love the dual threat quarterback first. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes, I like anything that's going to make the defense overthink. I'm gonna always love dual quarterbacks first. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm cut from the Richie Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? That was my favorite quarterback as a kid growing up. I'm saying Randall Cunningham, but I mean, they've always presented tremendous problems. Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Josh right now up there with the Bills, I've always loved that dual threat quarterback. I'm not saying that you can only be good if you're a dual threat. It's just that's always been my DNA, bro. The possibilities with that shit.
I'm in agreement. Go ahead, Jake, and then I'm going.
No, I'm good. I would just add to just have that option to have a dual threat quarterback. I mean, that's great. I love that.
I thought we was going in a direction, but it seems like that shit's slowing up now.
Hey, Bad Daddy, say something. You're still. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, you mute.
Yeah, I don't hear you at all. I don't know what's the deal. All right. Yeah, I'll wait a little bit. But I mean, when it comes to Bryce, like, I don't know. I've been watching these Josh Allen highlights lately. No, we can't hear you. But I'll give you some time. Just tell me when you want me to try it. But like, I've been watching highlights of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and some of these guys that have been dominating the NFL right now, man. And I just don't know if I'll ever see Bryce playing to that level, man.
Never.
And that upsets me. That upsets me. There's all the people now that are doing the thing like, well, CJ Stroud, he's taking a step back. Whatever, dude. I see that guy has the potential to be one of the very best in the NFL. I have not seen that high of high from Bryce yet.
Kyler Murray's dual threat. We going to see that shit Sunday.
Yeah, the dual threat.
He is going to give us problems, bro.
I don't
see. Push the ball to every level of the field is something that I think is the most important aspect you can have as a franchise quarterback. I am giving Bryce the opportunity to make me a fan. As of right now, I'm going to pull for him. But there are a lot of things that I want to see from a franchise quarterback that I don't feel like I have. Deez, is that fair? Is that a fair assessment? Am I being unfair to Bryce?
Maybe in some regard. Sam Darnold was drafted pretty freaking high. Baker Mayfield, he was drafted number 1 overall, just like Bryce Young. What did it take for those guys to become successful? Where is Sam Darnold's record now? Is he not at 11-2 with the Vikings? Who is his wide receivers? Is his wide receiver core better than the Panthers? Yeah, obviously he is. What about Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield, did he have success with the Cleveland Browns? Yeah, to some extent. He even set the record for most passing touchdowns as a quarterback, as a rookie quarterback. He did that. And what happened when he moved on to the Panthers? Did he play well? No, he looked horrible. Then what happened? He moved on and got Mike Evans along with another good wide receiver down there with a team that just won the Super Bowl. And what happened? Baker Mayfield becomes successful. So in a lot of ways, in the NFL, this is about being a part of a built team. At least if you're expecting a quarterback to be successful, because Sam Darnold failed with the Jets. Who else just failed with the Jets? Another pretty good quarterback as well. So,
bro, I know you ain't got that moonshine, bro.
What Jesus is saying is organization from the top down. That's what Jesus is basically saying right now. That's what Jesus is saying.
Yeah, D, that was good, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, Al?
Yo.
Well, hold on. I gotta mess with Bad Daddy real quick. You got that?
Well, let's make sure Bad Daddy.
No, we can't hear you, Greg.
Oh, okay.
No,
I gave you. It's like he had that shine though, bro. Let me get a sip.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, Greg, we had your volume when you first started. We don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened.
That man got some peach moonshine.
Just tell him to turn off his earphones.
Say something, Greg? No, it's not working.
He going out, come back.
Let me welcome a fan from a suck-ass team in South Carolina.
To whoop your ass.
No, he's about to watch us win the playoff game.
You gonna watch it? They're gonna be one and done. Just
no,
like
he's not.
Indiana's bitch ass right now.
Yeah, but how does it feel that my
How does it feel to lose? How does it feel to lose to us? How does it feel to get your middle field slapped?
Hey, Greg, you
got that belt to that ass. Belt to that ass. You're about to have 4 losses on the season. Couldn't be my team. Couldn't be my team. 4 losses. Couldn't be my team.
Are gonna don the mantle.
We just beat your ass. You're gonna lose to Texas, a team that hasn't beat anyone. Sad. 0-3 versus SEC, Cody. You're about to be 0-3 versus the SEC.
He killing you, Cody. He killing you.
I will say though, is Texas ain't a bad team though.
How about we just representing South Carolina in the playoffs?
Y'all represent the ASS.
No, we're gonna hold it down.
The ASS.
Can I say something? I want to say something real quick, man. Listen. Okay, so y'all play Texas, right, Cody?
Yes, sir. We're about to whoop that.
I hate to say it, white chocolate espresso. I think their quarterback play is Clemson gonna move past them.
Yeah, we're gonna move past.
Hey, you know what?
Because of their quarterback play, because they ain't got no.
Well, you know what I get to do then? You know what I get to do? I get to rag on G baby. So fuck him too.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for me.
It's a win-win for me too.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell. Did you restart your whole? What are you using? You using a PC phone? What you using, Greg? Put up 1 for PC. Put up 2 for your phone.
He's on his.
1 and 2.
He said both.
Both right now.
Oh damn.
Put 3.
Somebody came and stole this man's volume.
I mean, it was working fine.
I know there's a lot of people upset in the chat room that my Tigers are going to represent the state of South Carolina.
I mean, no, don't go there.
We already beat y'all, so we don't want your representation.
We're representing it. Listen,
we are the team with the 6-game winning streak.
Let's make sure that we're clear. There's one team.
Yeah, we do. We beat y'all all year in every sport. What sport did
asshole real quick? Let me just say
what sport did y'all beat us in this? Name the
Tigers are.
Hey, did he try to mute you? Did he try to? Maybe mute your ass if he can't get his word off.
Hey, the Clemson Tigers are representing the Carolinas in the first 12-team.
Nah, it's just South Carolina. There ain't no fucking Carolinas.
And that is, that's a great thing, I think.
Name the sport y'all beat us in this year.
No, not even Jack Rocks.
Why are you in the playoffs, though?
Can't beat anything.
But why are we in the playoffs, though?
Because you play in the ASS conference.
McCab, he can ask you, he said, wait, where y'all playing at, though, Cass?
Yeah, where y'all playing? Y'all not in no fucking playoffs, I'll tell you that.
Y'all gonna lose 4 games and have a worse percentage than us.
Tennessee's playing in Neyland North.
Like, who y'all playing, man? I forgot. Who y'all playing in the playoffs?
Ohio State.
We're playing.
Like shit.
We've renamed the stadium.
Oh, bro, I'm going for Tennessee, bro. I'm going to shut JJ little ass. I'm getting tired of hearing this little ass, bro.
Man,
come on, you're about to. Hey, Twan, you got to.
Rocky time. Rocky time.
Greg. Damn it, man.
Nope, not damn. I don't know what the hell, man. Dude, why were you?
It must be check the volume thing on your laptop.
Yeah. It's gotta be something real check your StreamYard settings. It's gotta be something real simple. You were
That's what I'm saying. It cut out.
Go into settings in your StreamYard and check your audio. It could be off.
He's already did that.
Oh, he did that too? Okay. Cody, can you check his audio?
Yeah, I just did. I tried to check on my end. I tried everything.
Yeah, tell me what you think about this real quick.
Rocky Top USA. I talked him
up. Ohio kids to use.
Oh shit, JJ in the
man, okay.
They got into the code and they start passing it around. So half of the tickets that were supposedly sold to the students of Ohio State went to Tennessee fans.
That's cap.
No, it's a fact.
No, that's fact. That's fact.
Yeah,
y'all better get your ass whooped.
And who?
I'm gonna love
Tennessee.
No, they ain't.
Tennessee.
Awesome.
We gonna
It's all
make
about Tennessee.
look like Florida State tomorrow,
Hey,
bro.
who all
I'm not
plays
hearing
tomorrow?
that.
Shit.
Before the end of that game, JJ's gonna be screaming, "Make him stop! Make him stop!"
When do y'all play tomorrow? Y'all play tomorrow?
Yeah, they both.
Yeah, we play tomorrow night.
What time? What time? Oh yeah, I'm coming to that space.
Hey, them Southern boys gonna be crying before halftime. They gonna be like, "But Mama, it's too cold. We can't play
You're
no
right.
more."
Somebody's going to be.
I think them Indiana boys are doing that right now.
It's going to be the Tennesseans who are used to cold weather.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Indiana used to the cold weather.
I just think
Columbus ain't an hour and a half away from Knoxville.
Yeah, but listen, is there going to be snow, JJ?
No, I think it's just a cold atmosphere. I think it's gonna be in the 30s.
At what time do y'all play?
8. So it's gonna be cold as fuck out there.
Yeah,
man, y'all talking like it's Green Bay, like negative 30s.
Man, it is.
It's been in the 30s all week.
You ain't been to no Columbus. Come on,
it
talk
will
about
be
that.
cold though, Cal.
Y'all don't got that moisture down up here. So.
I was born in Ohio.
Yeah, we got the humidity down here. It get colder.
I feel like I lived in the coldest fucking city in the United States, bro. When I was in grad school, I went to Marquette, so I was in Milwaukee.
You cold like it's like in the negatives. You said
in Milwaukee, you gotta buy your fucking clothes from Milwaukee. Look, bro, you can take a piss and that shit would never reach the ground because it's gonna freeze up before you even get to the fucking cement. That shit is a different type of cold in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm not envying that Tennessee team.
You got to go in that mode and lay it up.
I don't know what's happening, brother. I'm willing to try anything you want to try. I don't know though what's happening to your volume though. Dude, that's so weird, man. You came in here and it worked, and now it just doesn't. I don't know what the deal is, man.
Damn, it's a conspiracy, bro.
Yo, check outside. It might be some drones around your house.
Yeah,
it's some conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
Those are aliens.
They're taking out the power.
Drones outside your home, Greg. That's what it is.
That's them damn
You're
aliens.
affecting the connection and everything.
They're here.
Yeah, I mean, I blame the drones on everything, pretty much.
Pickle. Hey, get ready to learn Jeremiah Smith, buddy. Get ready to learn Jeremiah Smith.
Shit.
Is that Mormon? Is that the guy who created the Mormon religion?
Hey, Pickle, don't say nothing. Pickle, don't say nothing.
He gonna have
Just
3 touchdowns.
don't say nothing, Pickle. Just sit back and chill and watch Tennessee whoop Ohio State ass, bro. Then you say something.
I know you're not talking, bro. Y'all in the running for the first overall pick in college, bro. I'm not hearing that.
Oh, but next year I'll be talking again.
But next year,
we got the number 7. Hey, Kev, I ain't saying shit now, but next year we got 7. I'll be talking again. You better recognize what's going on in Florida State.
Hold on.
Anytime. No.
Nah.
If Michigan.
I don't
know it's what Ohio. Hey, Greg, I went a whole month with my.
I feel bad for Greg.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
That
cheers.
shine.
Yep, cheers.
Hold on, let me check your settings on my end. Everything is good on my
This is
end.
Penn State and SMU playing right now.
Yeah,
that's next. That's tomorrow.
Well, no. It's
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame and
Yeah, I'm watching that one. I'm watching that one
I
right
just
now.
don't.
I think
What would make his
Kevin, that
Indiana
Penn State game
made
tomorrow at noon.
Pickle. Indiana will make adjustments and wins.
I don't think Indiana's got it in them.
What would make?
What's up, Al?
What's up? What's up, bro?
Quan.
Al, who
You
you
still
think
ain't
for tomorrow?
you still ain't no Florida State fan, but what's up, bro?
I want to tell you, Greg. I wish I did.
Al.
Hey, look, man. Look, I'm taking Tennessee. Fuck it.
My bad.
I'm rolling with Pickle's team in the playoffs, bro.
Because you like.
Hey,
Nah, they gonna beat. JJ, don't get messy when y'all lose, JJ. Don't. He said you won't be cheered for long.
God damn it! It's about to get a worrying advice with you boys. Who plays in the 1 o'clock window tomorrow?
He don't drop that rock when he talking about his ragged ass Clemson team.
Answer his question or don't say nothing, bro. Penn State and SMU, Cody.
I think Georgia going to win it all. They got a better quarterback.
Hell no.
Georgia got a backup quarterback.
Beck was holding him back.
That quarterback is trash.
Yeah, he out. He ain't playing.
Backup is not better than Carson.
That backup is not better, bro. He's trash.
I don't know. I've seen Beck
right
play.
now with the perfect underdog.
I've seen Beck throw all them interceptions.
Yeah.
Just run the ball.
See, the thing in that last game they showed, bro, you got to make that quarterback with Georgia. If he got to pass the ball, they're done.
But they're saying Beck is still hurt. He's not going to be.
Yeah, he's going to be out like
he ain't playing.
2 weeks.
Georgia has to play for the head the whole time.
Gunnar Stockton is starting for the Georgia.
Yeah, he can't pass. He can't throw the ball.
Hold on. It might be, Greg. I'm pretty sure it could be Streamyard because I had issues with it too.
Did you try settings, audio, and then check your output?
Yeah, he's done all of that.
Hey, Cody.
All that shit at this point.
Cody, you remember that whole month where my mic was bugging and shit? And
Yeah.
I went and got another mic. I'm still using a mic that was supposedly bugging.
It's just weird though because Greg has used his phone and his computer.
Yeah, he's using the same setup he used on Tuesday.
Yeah,
it's got to be StreamYard.
I don't
So
know
it
what's
should-
happening. dude.
Twan gonna be salty tomorrow night when my Bucks win.
Nah, bro. I'm pulling.
What you gonna have to say then though?
You're
Like, cause you
Bucks.
talking
You're
about.
Let me ask
win.
Twan this. Wait, let me ask Twan. Twan, well, how are you gonna feel if my Tigers come represent the ACC and beat
That's a
them
good ass
Texas
question.
Longhorns?
I already told you that I got y'all past the first game, bro. But then that's it for y'all. Y'all done too.
No, they got. If they win, they got an easy schedule in front of them. They play like what? Boise.
Yeah, Twan. If we
They
win,
play
we gotta
Arizona
Nah,
State.
they ain't beating Boise.
Oh, Arizona.
They ain't beating
Man.
Boise.
Oh, shut up.
Arizona
They
State.
ain't beating Boise.
Oh,
They ain't gonna beat Boise. Our Gentry gonna run all over there. They ain't stopping Boise.
Yeah, but if you stop it, though, it's one dimensional.
We know that Clemson can't stop the run. That's Sellers.
You're fucking with us.
Ohio State is not a 10-2 team, bro.
How about my boys?
They're not.
We're not. We're not.
Who did y'all play this year? Who did y'all play besides Michigan?
We beat two
Nobody.
playoff teams. What are you
I
talking
can't even
about?
hear you, Cody.
I said my boys are in the transfer portal.
We better beat a third playoff team this year.
We're bringing boys to the.
Oh, you
Right, y'all
finally got somebody.
Y'all got a one-star tight end.
What was that guy? The receiver?
Yeah, shit. He's a fucking 5-star defensive end, bro.
Oh, I thought y'all was talking about y'all
Ooh.
first one. Y'all first
Still couldn't
one.
stop Sellers.
No, the dude from Purdue, we got him in the portal, is a defensive end.
What?
Yeah.
A Purdue player?
You're not a 5-star. If you go to Purdue, you're not a 5-star. That doesn't make sense. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, bro, people used to
I
make
don't know,
portals, and
bro.
we brought in the
Purdue was
portal
really
now.
bad this year, Cody.
And now we're in the portal. People say
Dylan Sampson.
I guess.
Dylan Sampson. Best I tell you.
He better learn Chinese, buddy, because he not doing nothing tomorrow.
And then Clemson, I think Clemson's AD said, "You gonna go in that portal."
The best I can tell you, the shoe tomorrow night, the shoe will be renamed the Illinois.
Hey, regardless of who wins tomorrow, bro, it's gonna be some crazy shit in this space.
Hey, Pickle. Hey, Pickle, you know why they call it the shoe, right? Because Tennessee is about to put their foot in it.
You're right.
Damn. I just know I saw a rooster take a shit on the logo.
Can this shit load, bro?
They won't let that go. They won't let that rooster shit go, bro. I ain't even seen it. Cody, put it up, bro.
They had that thing on a leash, Twan.
I've never even seen it.
Tennessee said they're gonna go into the shoe, beat Ohio State, and plant their flag in there, and if they gotta be arrested, they gonna be arrested.
Like,
that's weird as hell, calling some shit like that a felony.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, but for real, if Clemson wins tomorrow, I kind of hope they do win. Like,
Can I tell you all this though? Can I tell you this? And Pickle will understand. If you don't want somebody planting their flag on your fucking field, then don't lose.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's how I feel about it too, Twan.
Don't get sensitive after you lost.
Yeah, don't put up the fight after the game's over.
I remember when Cam Newton scored.
No. The whole show is about who you gonna pick. Is you going with Bryce Young in the next year, or is you gonna goddamn draft another quarterback? Cause I'm going with Bryce Young, and I'm going with G Baby and all that shit. G Baby got to say, I don't know where G Baby at. He not on this live right now, but I'm going with G Baby on goddamn Bryce Young. I'm going with Bryce Young next year, and I'm going all defense in the draft. All defense. Swear to God, bro. Straight defense. All defense, man.
I'm pretty sure G Baby's on vacation, if I'm not wrong.
Hey, but listen, here's what I want to say. If your college team isn't represented in the college football playoff,
Oh, here kind of bullshit.
all you need to know is that we got the team representing both states, baby.
Nah, Clemson don't represent.
Our state, baby.
Hey, Clemson don't represent no North Carolina.
Our state, baby. Our state. Just so y'all know.
That's South Carolina, bro.
Especially Jake, because your Tigers are also sitting at the crib, bro. I'm just saying we'll be happy to have you on the fan wagon.
Hey, Jake, what's your team, Jake?
I got two teams. I like LSU and I like Tar Heels. I like North Carolina.
No, you can't have two, man. You got to pick one.
I can't.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, man, I think I gotta pick one, Jake.
Because you get to have options. Like if one don't play, then you get to leech on the other. No, pick a team.
I'm originally an LSU fan. I'm still
in college. You can't have two teams.
You can't have no two teams, bro.
Because right now, I think motherfucking Twan, I think Twan, I don't goddamn Bryce Young, because I've been listening to that nigga Twan. I've been listening to your ass, nigga. I've been listening to your ass. And you out on Bryce. But when he come back next year and he got them wrecking shop, nigga, I want to see you still talking that same shit that you talking right now.
That nigga gonna be wrecking shop at an auto parts store working with his uncle helping fix fucking engines and some shit. He ain't wrecking shit. Hey, look, man, I'm glad you look. This March of Dime shit got to stop.
Man, bro, we just need to win. We need to win. That's the only thing we need. That'll heal everything that plagues us. I don't even give a damn if it's Bryce. I'd prefer to be wrong on Bryce than watch the Panthers lose year in and year out, man. Let that motherfucker ball the fuck out and shut my ass up. Shut Twan's ass up. Shut up all the haters, bro.
He ain't gonna shut me up.
And well, maybe Twan will never shut up, you know.
I shut up when we get a real quarterback in this motherfucker, bro. I'm never gonna go over to that side, bro. I'm gonna give him his credit if he plays all right, but I'm never gonna want him. Fuck Bryce Young, bro.
If we win a Super Bowl,
that's what
I'm on Bryce's side, goddamn.
Bryce is your crackhead son, bro. You wanna think he gonna do right, man. He have a good week, and then you come in the house and all your flat screens is gone, and he took all your shit out of the house or whatever because he got a problem. You wish well for him, but the motherfucker gonna steal your shit.
So look, let's do this, man. We're gonna go around and do everyone's final score, who wins the player of the game. And this ought to be interesting, man, because the Eagles, not the Eagles, the Cardinals, they're a beatable football team. In my opinion, this is not.
We're not going to beat the fucking goddamn.
No way in hell. Then you gonna start a hope again, bro.
Your turn, and you can give your opinion.
So out. Go first. Al. Who's your player of the game? Who's your player of the game?
Kyler Murray. It's going to be Kyler Murray, Trey McBride, and they're going to beat us by probably like 10. It's not going to be a fucking blowout. No, that doesn't happen in the NFL. It's going to be close. It'll be close, but we ain't going to fucking win this game, bro. Let's be honest with ourselves at some point.
All right.
In our life.
All right. I appreciate you, Al. Locks, you still on the show, brother? Give me your final score. Who's gonna win, and who's your player of the game this Sunday, bro?
I'm gonna go 24-21. Panthers player of the game. I'm gonna go Bryce Young, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Carolina win, and goddamn Twan. Your ass gonna be on the goddamn fire pit next, nigga. Ha!
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's all I gotta say.
I like him.
Me too, man. That just made my night. I'm not even gonna lie.
That was funny.
That's funny.
All right, JJ, you're back on the show, bro. Give me the player of the game. Who's gonna win, and what's your final score? And give me your Tennessee, Ohio State prediction while we're at it. Go ahead, JJ. You still there? I don't know if you're muted or not.
Oh, you called me?
Yeah.
Well, you know I'm picking the Bucks. Come on, bro. Like Buckeyes at home. It's gonna be like work. It's gonna be some easy shit.
Man, we're talking about the NFL.
No. He asked me who won in the Buckeyes game, though.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
that's the second place. Secondarily.
Yeah, he did. But
I would say the good news for a second.
The Buckeyes is prime time, so you already know. We start off with them. 38-21 Buckeyes winning that. Now to the Panthers. I feel like this is one of our only other games we have a real shot at winning. Yeah, we could beat the Falcons, we could beat the Buccaneers, but I really don't think we will. They're fighting for something a little more. I know the Cardinals are, but the Cardinals with Kyler Murray have never handled their business. A lot of people are like, oh, they're still fighting for something. They ain't never won games when they've been fighting for something. So they don't have talent on their defense. Kyler Murray's been on and off all season. So maybe Bryce can outplay Kyler this game and we can win. The Cardinals don't move Marvin Harrison Jr. around. They just leave him on the outside. They don't try and make him a main focal point of their offense. So JC's probably going to be on for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
And they're tight end. Still hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. Did you give your final score?
I think it just cut out. As soon as he said, "Can you hear me?"
He cracked out for a second. Yeah, he cracked out for a second.
Yeah, now you're cutting out, JJ.
We can come back to
Yeah, we'll come back to JJ.
Right here.
Cam, go ahead then, bro.
First of all, put up my profile picture so Twan can see it.
I can't see it because he got the comments up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it up. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna get you out of here. I knew he was gonna do something.
Can you see it? All right, cool.
Yeah, I can see it perfectly right there.
Okay.
Now I just
y'all let a bird take a shit on your
on the logo.
On your paw.
Yeah, that's all the guy that's just bullshit. Well, my team is in the playoffs.
We beat y'all. It don't matter.
Not for long.
His team
You're
is
gonna lose. You're one and done.
Digging
Is that what meaningful football means to you? One and done?
Scratching their butt crack because
he ain't gonna do shit.
doing.
They're gonna lose.
If
It's
I was
not like
Clemson,
All
they're
right,
I would have
playing
put that
back to the
Richmond
real
cross
game,
out
Panthers.
It's not like they're playing for nothing.
You ain't playing for nothing either.
Yeah, the hell we are.
Y'all ain't playing for shit.
Hey, Cody, do y'all have a live mascot?
Do we have a what?
Y'all should get a live mascot.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
LSU.
giant pussy.
They're not. They're not LSU.
A big orange pussy.
Got some purple lips to it.
A hairy one on top of that. You know they got that little bullshit ass tiger mascot dude on the sideline. He
like
little. He look like he on crack. He on crack. He ain't even big. He little.
Hey, but he be getting them push-ups.
JJ's in the chat. JJ put his answer in the chat.
Damn. Okay.
Panthers beat the Cardinals 24-21.
That's similar to my score.
Yeah, I say Carolina wins 28-24.
Yeah, wow.
Who's the player of the game, Kev?
Bryce. I don't know who that is. That looks like a hypocrite.
That's Dabo smoking that South Carolina pack. You know
When?
Smoking
That boy ain't never. That boy ain't never. You know Dabo. You know he dip snuff. Dabo dip tobacco.
Smoking that wacky.
Hey, this is that. No, you're right. This is that Texas pack, bro.
Yeah, because they ain't us. We beat y'all.
This is that Texas pack.
And y'all ain't spoken Texas.
The Falcons, it is being reported that if Deshaun Watson becomes Falcons will be interested.
I got some property on the moon to sell you if you believe that, Pickle.
It sounds cool, though.
All right, let me go to my man, Jake.
I forgot about Deshaun.
Hey, I'm going to the game, I hope we win, but I don't honestly. I don't think.
Can we get Deshaun on that what's the name deal, on that Wilson deal, like where you don't have to pay shit for him?
Yeah,
probably.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll be willing to take a chance.
That's the only way they're getting rid of me.
Well, hold on, let Jake finish. Go ahead, Jake.
But anyways, I mean, I hope to see a good game. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be with my dad. I'm gonna enjoy the bank regardless. So,
yeah.
But I got Arizona winning 24-17, and player game is gonna be James Conner because we have the worst defense I've ever seen when it comes to the Carolina Panthers, and we can't stop the run. So I'm going with James Conner as the player of the game.
Hey, Jake, I hope you have a good time in the game, though, bro.
Hell yeah, brother.
I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all.
Have a great time you and your dad, bro. That's a great
Hey, you and your dad tell stories in the crowd because y'all ain't there for no win.
That's a great.
I'm gonna be yelling regardless, Swan.
Yeah, get you some beer, and get those nachos that they sell. I don't know if they still sell them. They used to put all the shit on the pile high with the meat and all that shit. Pause and have a good time.
I'm not buying.
Keep your eyes off the field.
Damn.
Hey, bro, let me tell you that for the amount of money they charge for food at Bank of America Stadium.
Fuck that. I'll take McDonald's.
Bro, that's they're robbing the poor, bro.
They're
robbing the poor, dog.
David Tepper, bro. David Tepper.
Nah, it's sad. It's really sad, bro.
Yeah,
and the tickets.
The whole league doing it.
The other day,
not in Atlanta.
No, Pickle, that's true. But we're like
during the Chargers game, I got a burger and fries. And what else we got? Like a hot dog or some shit. Dude, those like $60-something bucks.
Bro. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Damn.
It's bad.
Damn.
Fuck that shit.
No.
Y'all could have bought it in 2 tailgates.
I just go hungry.
Yeah, I Pickle ain't buying none of that shit.
Yeah, I'm wearing Cody in there, putting me a candy bar in that bitch.
My friend Andrew, he got a mixed drink. It was like $30-something, bro.
Yeah, somebody.
I'm gonna mix my own drink.
Somebody can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure when it comes to food and drink items, the Carolina Panthers are top 10 in prices, most expensive.
That's insane.
Well, people buy it. That's part of the issue.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true.
If the prices are that because people are buying it.
Yeah, but people, they don't. I get
cry
that,
on
Pickle,
media all you want,
but they don't allow no food. They don't allow no. The only thing they allow is I looked it up. They only allow 2 sealed 16-ounce bottles of water. They don't allow no food or any other drinks into the stadium. So you legit, if you hungry, like I understand you can eat. That's what I plan on doing. I plan on eating before I go there. I will get a drink there.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you don't eat or drink nothing, I mean, you're kind of forced to get something if you're hungry.
Hey Jake, let me tell you something like this.
What?
You get them little liquor bars. I'm giving y'all a hint. This my New York shit right here. You get some duct tape and you tie them damn liquor bars around your thigh. And you make your own mixed drinks. Just go get a soda and you're gonna be drunk as fuck.
Shit in all the time. That ain't no big
Motherfuckers ain't getting me, bro.
Look, you go get you some little airplane bottles. Them shits don't go off.
That's what I'm saying. And put it and take them shits around your thigh.
You want to put them, but they don't go off.
So I hear
they ain't going off.
Food into the Panthers stadium. Do they be patting you down, checking or something?
You got
they don't check. Nah, they don't check women's purses like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
they're not allowed to bring food in. We're talking about the food at the stadium is astronomical in price.
I mean, I was asking because usually I just have like a hoodie on under my jersey, and I just be putting in my pockets and shit. Like,
as long as it's not metal, you're fine.
They don't be patting me down.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
So they don't pat you down like that.
Not really.
I've done that.
They put that wine on you. They put that wine on you.
Yeah, they do the wine.
You know they do that to my ass too. I'm like, what are you scanning for? My whole skin is metal.
Nobody is gonna let your ass in with no food, bro. No matter where you go.
I know, but I'm just saying, people do the metal scanner on my big ass wheelchair. Like, you know, the shit's gonna go off. What is that doing on me?
Cody, I'm trying to smuggle some shit in with you, brother.
Cody, you are the perfect person to smuggle some shit in, though.
Yeah, no, you're right. I would, bro. But don't tell me.
I'm putting all my shit on you because they ain't gonna check you.
All right, hey man, let me go to Al to say, Al, give me your final score.
No, I went already, bro. No, yeah, I got Kyler Murray going.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went first.
I got Kyler Murray, and then who's playing tomorrow in college football? Because I'll call that too. Then give me the game.
We got Penn State,
Ohio State,
Longhorns.
Penn State's winning.
Clemson and Texas. Who
Penn State playing?
Texas is gonna win. Texas is gonna win.
Oh, fuck you, Al.
Penn State is playing SMU.
You're supposed to pick Clemson, damn it.
I know, bro. I know I'm on your show, but dude, I can't lie.
Who you got in the Ohio State, Tennessee?
Yeah,
game?
Ohio State, Tennessee. Who you picking?
I got Tennessee. Yeah, I got Tennessee.
It's in Columbus.
I got Tennessee.
I like that kid.
Look at all these haters. Look at all
Tennessee.
these haters.
Tennessee.
Ain't nobody worried about the SEC.
Jay, I think
ain't nobody worried about you.
I got Ohio State winning, bro. I think Ohio State they gonna bring it home against Tennessee.
Yeah,
they're not used to playing in that cold weather.
No, I don't.
Ball.
All right, I'm just saying. If y'all remember who said
ball, Cody.
Yeah, man.
Cody got big balls, but
Tennessee takes cold weather right here.
After that.
Hey, Pickle, you don't have to say nothing. Just let JJ run his mouth. It's gonna hurt him when it's over with. You ain't gonna make me define his ass. You ain't gonna make me define him.
Twan, you doing all this talking just to look foolish, bro. It is wild.
What is he talking about? Cold weather games, bro. It's cold as fucking Carolina right now. What the fuck are you talking about?
Tennessee too. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is cold.
Like Tennessee ain't got mountains.
It's 35 degrees, bro. It's fucking 32 degrees over here right now. 31 degrees right now. What the fuck you talking about? It's cold as hell. Come on,
man. Fuck Ohio State.
Yeah, fuck Ohio State. That's another one too.
They got a little one-eyed motherfucker running around with a bullshit cap on his head.
Hey, JJ,
I hear a bunch of people who wish they
what the fuck is a Buckeye?
Hey, JJ, you actually gotta love this shit because if y'all do win, you can talk so much shit.
Florida State got such a low acceptance rate.
Was undefeated.
Them sellers throw the spear at their foot, bro.
That's a whole goddamn lie, bro. It's way easier to get Ohio State.
Hey, a comment by Kyle. Kyle said Ohio State pulls this one out of their ass and beat Tennessee, but they're fixing to lose twice in the same season to Oregon the following week.
That's cap.
Yep.
Y'all
ain't beating Oregon.
Hey, that's cap. That's cap.
If y'all get past Tennessee, y'all are definitely not beating Oregon, bro.
Hey, hold on, Pickle. Hey, whoever wins this matchup between Ohio State and Tennessee, they're beating Oregon. It ain't even just Ohio State. Like
JJ, they threw y'all in one of the toughest brackets.
I don't know about that, Jay. I think it's gonna be a great game. I will say that.
Oregon's Oregon's defense is gonna catch up to them.
So how did they beat y'all the first game?
They let Drew Aller put up 40 on them, bro.
So how did they beat y'all the first game?
Because we let them off the hook, of course. Duh.
Because
they gonna
watch the game.
They gonna take the hook this time. Y'all lost.
Yeah, they ran. Yeah, all right, bro. I promise you, we're not losing to Oregon again. Like, Oregon, bro. They're cooked.
Y'all ain't gonna never get a chance to play them.
Twan, when are y'all gonna have a chance to do anything, bro? Are y'all gonna be
I'm living rent free in JJ's head right now.
Are y'all gonna be bowl? Are y'all gonna be bowl eligible next year?
First of all, if Al Sayers is a Florida State fan, you better see what the fuck we doing over there, bro. We got half of Georgia's team on our fucking team right now. I'll be talking again next year. I'll be talking again. I'll be right back here. We got Coach Malzahn. Oh, you not seeing what we doing? You ain't paying attention.
You said the same thing last offseason.
Right now.
No, I didn't say. I did not, Cody. Tell the truth, Cody. I did not say this shit about this coming season. Ever since we got that bullshit ass Clemson and DJ Oogla fuck, I knew we was gonna have a fucked up season. I told Cody we weren't winning the game with that bitch.
No, before the season you were talking hella shit. You were talking
not about him.
you thought
dude,
y'all
Mike Norvell's a fraud, bro.
But what did you say, Cody? You was like, he ain't gonna win shit for y'all.
That's right, and he didn't.
Exactly.
He didn't win shit.
That trash ass quarterback.
Guys, go ahead. Look, we got one more left to do. Panther Pickle.
You act like he was the one out there getting burnt on defense.
Oh no, we got two more.
No, but he was the one out there that fucking left the SEC because it was trash. Went to the fucking goddamn Big Ten or whatever the fuck that was, Pac-West.
Yeah.
And then tried to come back to the SEC and then got fucking exposed again.
He didn't even play in the SEC. He played in the ACC.
He did. He played in Clemson. What are you talking about, bro?
You just said the
Oh,
SEC.
go get yourself.
Get up out of here, bro. Twan, give me your final score. Who's gonna win and who's your player of the game?
I don't do scores, remember? We're gonna lose by at least 24. I'm gonna be real. 17. We'll lose by at least 17 points. My player of the game, he hails from Florida State University. Trey Benson. We're gonna see why we should have picked him up in the fucking draft. So I know he kind of like a backup, but he gonna get off. Yeah, man. There you go.
Trey Benson's going to eventually be really nice, though.
Trey Benson going to be a fucking beast.
Yeah, I was actually pretty high on Trey Benson myself. Even though he went to Florida State.
Oh, shit.
All right, of course, I'm ready to go to Pickle and Pickle.
Nah, man. You got to do my college shits.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Give me your college.
So, Ohio State going to lose by at least 20.
You see how he started off with that?
Tennessee is going to fuck.
Yeah, he didn't even want to start in order. He got straight to hating. He got straight to his jealousy shit.
Tennessee, the Volunteers are going to shit on the Buckeyes tomorrow. I'm going to be in the house too. I'm coming. Hey, Pickle, if I'm allowed to come, I'm over there. JJ, you better be in there. Do not run.
Hell no, I won't be in those spaces. Y'all be ahead of me.
See?
So
he don't want to do it.
I can't have y'all spoil.
No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I don't like when they get ahead and shit.
Yeah. I can't stand
Jake,
that either.
Fucking Jake.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say. Yeah, I'm mad about that.
Because Jake is small as shit.
They do that with the Panthers because we probably gonna lose regardless. But
I got Clemson. I got Clemson beat. I got Clemson winning. Yeah, I'm with you, JJ. I gotta watch my games by myself, bro. Like, especially in college. I got Clemson winning because Georgia ain't got no quarterback, man. Who else is? I got Tennessee.
They're playing Texas.
All jokes aside, I got Tennessee. I got the Volunteers. Who else is left?
Is Clemson
Oregon,
Texas?
SMU, Penn State.
I think Arch Manning might be starting that game. I
want SMU to win, but damn, they got to play. They got to play in Penn State.
It's at Penn State.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Why do you think Clemson? Hold on, Twan. Why do you think Clemson's beating Texas?
I said Clemson. Because I don't trust their fucking quarterback.
Who's quarterback?
Who? They got Ewers or Arch. Neither one of them could beat Clemson.
No, Arch could beat Clemson. I'm sorry, but Arch could.
No, he can't beat them now. Not right now. Jimbo got them motherfuckers playing right now, bro.
Ewers.
Not Jimbo, but what's your coach name, Cody? Fuck Dabo. Yeah, but he got them motherfuckers playing right now, bro.
He said, "Fuck Dabo."
Dabo.
Yeah, for a fuck Dabo.
You know I don't give a fuck about Dabo Sweeney.
And that bitch.
I hate him.
Y'all gonna be mad.
It's easy to dislike JJ.
Third
Very easy.
championship. Y'all gonna dislike.
Always crying on the sidelines and shit.
That third championship's gonna make y'all hate him even more. I know that's.
You know damn well that's not happening. You already know that. Just be happy to be in the playoffs and leave it at
that. Championship Tigers. Go ahead, Pickle. Your final thoughts for the night.
Damn.
Who's gonna win? Player of the game. Final score.
Pickle, make sure you seen Rocky Top though. I gotta have it.
Panthers lose 28-10.
I like it.
James Conner's the player of the game because we give up over 250 yards. Hopefully Ivero is fired after the game.
Damn, I like everything he said.
Penn State, Clemson, and of course, Rocky Top. You'll always be home to me. Oh, Rocky Top, Rocky Top.
Hey, what's the Ohio State song? What's the Ohio State song, JJ? You don't know it. You don't know it.
I stuck another day for Ohio.
This is terrible. Yo, hey, how about this?
What's your shit, Cody? I bet you don't even know it. I bet you don't know it.
C-L-E.
No, that's a chant. That ain't the song. That ain't the fucking song.
What the single shit? Y'all can't say that.
I love all of you, but let's be real. Hollywood right now and the rest of the world is looking at this show thinking, shut the hell up. All of you shut the hell up.
They ain't watching us.
We amateurs, so fuck tell them to shut up.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
We don't get paid for this shit.
Hey, Pickle, you don't get paid. Hey, Pickle, you didn't give your college games though, Pickle.
Miami Dolphins.
Yes, he did. He picked them.
He didn't pick all of them, did he?
Yeah, and then he ended with Rocky Top.
Penn State.
Okay, my bad.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And Rocky Top.
Oh, Rocky Top.
Hey JJ, I'm gonna be playing that game on 704, bro.
The night game.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna immediately delete it.
All right, boys. This has been another edition of the C3 Friday Free for All. I'm your host, Cody Lashley. We will be back here again this Sunday after the game for another C3 Panthers post-game show. We appreciate that each and every one of you spend your Friday evening with us. Everybody have a safe weekend, healthy, happy, all that good stuff. We'll see y'all again before Christmas, but New Year's or Christmas Eve is on Tuesday night and Christmas is on Wednesday. So we'll probably be doing our Tuesday show either Monday night or Thursday night this week. So be on the lookout for us. We'll be back for the post-game show. C3 Legion, we love y'all. We wouldn't even do this if it wasn't for y'all. The best fan community on the internet. We love y'all. C3 Legion, keep pounding.